Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Hello, Miss. Hello, Ashwin. Hello, Jatin. Welcome back. Miss, जुकाम हो गया था. Hello, Miss. Hello, Ashwin. Hello, Jatin. Welcome back. Miss, रुको. Gecko वगैरह हो रहा होगा.
And
अब सही है.
starting right off the bat, we have Team Eliminators battling out for the position into the next
Multiple वो
round
चल रहे थे
with
taps.
Team Doritos. With that, I have to also mention
AFK
that
again
these
मतलब.
are the players who will be representing their state.
Hello, TSIG. Welcome back.
I am excited to be here. This is your cast Peachy, and along with me, I have Jenny and
ये
Crunchy.
हालत खराब हो गई.
Hello,
पंखा ही बंद कर
Jenny,
रहा
and
हूँ.
hello, Crunchy. How are you guys?
I'm great, and all excited for watching ET versus Doritos over here. Doritos, I'm not sure, but ET, we all know, is one of the best teams in India as of right now because they defeated the ABM. I mean, ABM, they've been recognized as the best team in India right now, and ET has managed to ruin them in a tournament recently, right? So, yeah, let's watch ET slay
मेरा गला
and
खराब है.
maybe chew the Doritos. Let's say, Crunchy.
Well, this is
Discord में मैंने
definitely
एक
going to be a
announcement डाल
very
दिया.
interesting match because, as you said,
हाँ, promo event आ रहा है
have
महीने ना.
really shown that they have stepped up recently because they have been beating teams left, right, center, and not just any team. It's like all of these top teams have been defeated by them at one point or the other. So I do feel that it's going to be a very match from the Eliminators side, but I'm not that sure of
But ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Doritos, as you guys said. So, I mean, it could be that Doritos may pull off something really magnificent, like really good gameplay from their side
तुमको
as
like कर
well.
देना.
So, Peachy, what do you think about that?
Definitely, I really want to see what Doritos have in store for us today because I think this is going to be exciting. We have Eliminators on the cards, we have Doritos as well. But before we move on to the draft, I have to remind you guys
तुमको
that
एक्टिव
this
रहना है
is
चैट
the
वगैरह में
online
ना.
qualifiers. That means
I
the
know, like ये
finals
सब
will
कुछ
be
लोग को
held
थोड़ा
at
बोरिंग
the
वगैरह
LAN
लगता है.
event and possibly in
बट तब भी अगर
Assam.
जो एंड तक
With
रहेगा
that,
लाइक मैं उसको
only
दे
10
दूंगा. एक
teams
बॉट
will
वगैरह है
pair up
ट्रैकिंग वगैरह
at
के लिए
the
ना.
LAN event.
नहीं,
And so
पॉडिया में और भी
so
बॉट्स
far,
वगैरह लगा लूंगा
8 teams
ट्रैकिंग के
will be
लिए.
the 8 teams representing their own state from Northeast, and 2 other teams that would be from the
अभी मैं थोड़ा बहुत अफोर्ड
other
कर
states.
सकता हूँ, मैं कर
That
दूंगा.
means it will be the rest of India. They will be fighting it out for a position into
अरे
the finals.
प्रोमो के लिए मैं सबको हेल्प कर
Today
दूंगा.
we have a match
कोई भी नहीं
between
बचेगा ऐसे जो
Doritos
उसको प्रोमो
and
में
Team
स्किन ना मिले एक
Eliminators.
डायमंड की वजह
Your
से.
casters will be Team
प्रोमो अभी
Jenny
टेंशन मत
and
लो प्रोमो का तो.
Crunchy. Please
लाइक
take it
प्रोमो तो
away.
बड़े आराम से.
Alright,
1000 लोग
moving
भी
on
आएंगे ना
towards the
सबको दिला
draft, we can
दूंगा.
already see that they have banned a
डायमंड से कमी नहीं
Khalid,
होगी.
Ling, and Grok from the side of Doritos. Well, I mean, Khalid these days as an EXP laner, he's got all the potential to initiate all the great ganks and setups. And starting from the early game itself, as soon as, especially after he gets a Thunderbolt, he's gonna go be a menace in the whole map, annoying everybody. You know, when you have a Khalid, you're gonna win that
जो भी है बाद
EXP
में चेक
lane
करूंगा.
because he's gonna rotate way faster than his
ये ना
opponent in
जुकाम
the
लगा
EXP
है.
lane. What's it, Crunchy?
Well, that's definitely true for most heroes, but there are answers to Khalid like Gatot Kach, Like, you don't even need to technically rotate if you're playing Gatot Kach, since he can just jump all the way from the XP lane onto another part of the map, most likely the mid lane, of course, because, I mean, that's where...
ये मेरी वैसे जुकाम नहीं है.
Where he can
मेरे को एलर्जी साउंड लग गया था.
I mean, if they have a turtle fight going on, he can
सफाई
reach
वगैरह कर
there,
गया.
he can make these rotations
बाद ऐसे
without
हाल तो हो
even
गया.
being there. So it's quite a threat to even have the Gatot Kach. But meanwhile, we see a Hylos ban coming out from the side of
तुम
the
अपना बता रही हो
Eliminators
क्या?
because I think
तुम्हारा
they
इतना
want
दिन
to
वीकली
make sure
पास है.
that the glorious pathway isn't there to disrupt their team lineup.
देखो मैं चीज बताता हूँ जितना भी तुम्हें ऑनलाइन वगैरह दिखता है ना पता नहीं भाई कितना लाइक हाँ
No problem.
कभी कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्कैम कर जा रही है.
I totally
हर
agree.
किसी को
I
नहीं
mean,
मिलती
yep,
चीजें ना.
Arlot is a really great option
मेरे को नहीं
as
पता है
well,
कौन कर
and
रहा है.
they look like they
साधु ही
are
कर रही है.
interested in picking Arlot. But the fact is, they
Bro, millions और
had
लाखों
the
में होंगे
first
फिर ना.
pick. All right, they could have
Chances भी
banned
तो उतने ही
something
कम
like
है
a Ruby
अगर
or
हो भी रहा होगा ये
Phobius
सब
and
चीजें.
logged at Khalid instead, but they want to trade
या
a
मैं भी कर
Zuxin
रहा
away.
था.
And Zuxin first pick, I don't know how wise is that, given the fact that they still have Phobius open. I mean, these days, these EXP laners are doing a really,
अरे ये तो
they
वो है
have a very
एलिमिनेटर्स का मैच
important
है
role
बस.
at initiating. You want to have an EXP laner who's
ब्रो
going to be
ये तो
really good
इंडिया
at
की वन ऑफ द टॉप
initiating.
टीम है.
So, and ET locked into the Ruby right away. I think that's a loss. That's a loss. Despite having
वही
the
भाई
first pick,
सेम मेरे
benefit
स्मर्फ
over
को भी
here, they
मैरिडस
didn't
चाहिए.
make use of it.
legendary magic dust.
Well, that
मैं
couldn't
दे नहीं सकता
truly
मैं.
be said because the Zujan as well is quite a strong pick right now. But of course, I feel the Ruby would have been a better choice
आज नहीं अबे.
considering how strong she is right
बेसिकली
now.
तुमको
And
एक्टिव
since she
रहना.
also has that
ये
flex
वॉच पार्टी के
potential
लास्ट
to
दिन भी
go
मैं
to both
दूंगा
the
एक.
gold lane
लाइक
and
जो भी
the
मोस्ट
XP
एक्टिव
lane.
रहेगा.
It's quite marvelous
एंड
to actually
हर
look
मंथ
at the meta considering
मंथली
that
जो भी
Ruby is
एक्टिव
also a
रहेगा
valid gold lane pick.
1 by 1. लाइक अगर किसी महीने किसी को मिल रहा है तो नेक्स्ट महीने कोई और सपोर्टर को मिलेगा. स्ट्रीम की साउंड कम करो.
Yep,
Okay,
I can
let
barely
me
hear
just
you,
like
Crunchy.
this.
I guess your voice is lagging. You might as well want to fix it. Again, Hayabusa, Sarar, when we have seen Sarar playing Hayabusa in various different tournaments these days, and he is really good at that. But well, I have to say, Doritos, you gotta bring something up. Okay, they got Edith. With that Inspire, Edith's probably going gold lane in that case. Lynch on that Alpha Esta Hyper, where Crunchy, Hypers, when you talk about Hyper,
क्या हो गया?
all right.
इनकी
All
साउंड बंद हो
right,
गई.
I guess Crunchy's gonna need some time to fix his mic, and we're gonna carry on with the draft. Bit
ठीक है.
on that Aurora. Okay, not right
साउंड
now
एडजस्ट
because
कर रहा हूँ.
obviously, I mean Doritos they got their mage already, so I think it is gonna take some time and
लेट नाइट
decide
मत देना
later
सर
what to
लेट.
pick.
अरे वो
But
तो
when
वो
they
लेट नाइट
already
नहीं ब्रो.
have the
वो
chance,
होगा.
they wanna pick
ऐसा
that
थोड़ी ना कि
Phobius. They wanna
मैं
secure
कोई
that
स्पिन वगैरह
Phobius
मार
because
रहा
there
हूँ.
are
तुम
still
बेसिकली
2
एक्टिव
bans
रहोगे
left,
तुम्हारा वो
and you
काउंट
never
होगा.
know. Doritos might actually target Phobius because they don't want to face an Phobius in the
आई नो
mid
अभी
lane, and it's
आई
gonna
मीन
be dangerous.
तुमको मिल सकता है
And
बेसिकली. तुमको बस
like I mentioned
स्ट्रीम
already,
वगैरह
they
देखनी
want to
होगी.
secure it, they got
थोड़ा
it,
बहुत
and
चैट
then
वगैरह
they
कर लेना यहाँ पे.
goes up to ban that Matilda.
आई नो
Well,
बहुत लोग हैं भाई.
Matilda
सपोर्टर्स वैसे
as well as
हंड्रेड्स ऑफ
Zuxian
सपोर्टर्स
in
हैं.
the mid lane, you know,
मैं
they're
धीरे
like
धीरे
2 peas
करके
in a
लाइक मैं
pod.
कर सकता हूँ
They're
वो हेल्प ना.
gonna
मैं
roam
ट्राई
around
करूंगा
in the
लाइक
map like
कईयों को
2 peas in a
दिलवाने का
pod.
वगैरह
Like, they're always gonna
एक
stick
एक करके.
together, right? Zuxian is gonna continuously use up her second skill to try and knock you up and throw you here and there, where Matilda is
बेसिकली
gonna
अपने
provide
शॉप
her
में
that
जितने भी स्टारलाइट कार्ड
mobility
वगैरह वो
in
सब मैं
case he
परचेस
gets
करके
stuck
दे दूंगा
somewhere.
हर मंथली वगैरह जो भी
So
है.
I think it's wise for them to ban out in Matilda, thinking that they might end up picking,
बॉट्स वगैरह होते हैं.
given the fact that they already have the Zuxian. Again,
चैट
they have
बॉट्स
banned
वगैरह.
out that Josh.
बेसिकली
When
अभी
you
मैंने
fix
एक
this
डाला
guy,
नाइट बॉट
he's
करके.
got really
बाकी
good
और भी
potential
डालेंगे.
in slowing the enemies down as well as a lot of damage. So I guess that's a good decision.
फिलहाल
Anyways, Crunchy
अब
back.
बॉट जो ट्रैक वगैरह कर रहा है वो है चैट में तुम कितना एक्टिव हो करके.
All right. He's
मैं
not
थोड़े और
yet,
मेथड्स डालूंगा यहाँ
I
पे
guess.
चैट पे.
All right, we got Peachy in
मेरे
the
को अभी
top.
टाइम नहीं मिला. मैं
Right.
और बॉट्स डालूंगा.
Yes, I will be taking over
कैसे क्या करना.
since Crunchy
अरे
is
ये
actually
बार
facing some network issues. And looking at the draft, Jenny, look at that. They picked up
नेक्स्ट मंथ वैसे
and
वो है
Phobius
उसका
together.
क्या नाम है
So
मार्टिस का
look
स्टारलाइट है.
at the sustain.
नेक्स्ट मंथ तो मैं ट्राई करूंगा लाइक और भी अगर दे पाऊँ अगर मैं.
Eliminators right
क्योंकि
now.
कई प्लेयर होंगे वो मार्टिस खेलते हैं.
Well, okay, they actually
बेसिकली
banned
आई
Harry as
जास्क
well.
के
They're
तो
trying
इतना
to
शायद
cut out the
अनलॉक नहीं
goal
करेंगे
lane
कोई.
options, I
अगर मैं
suppose.
मंथ भी इसका एक बांट लो तो
Okay, give the fact that at first Edith was with
थोड़े
an
मैं स्टार्ट
Inspire, I
करूंगा
hope
स्टारलाइट
Edith
सब
was
ना.
gonna go for the goal lane, but I guess not. Might be an EXP or a roam. You know, it's really
अब
versatile.
सही है.
Again, that Carmilla roam with one ult, and then with the Ruby, I think that's gonna be a hell of a combination. And on top of that, they also have a Phobius. ET's draft so far, so good.
Do agree with
मतलब
you,
एड्स इन
Jenny.
लाइफ.
It is really looking very good. Art has picked up his Carmilla. There has been few changes as well.
My
Like
trial
in
exam is
I
from
think Eden
27th.
has replaced her
First.
flicker yet again, and I really think that
Hello
once it's good with the
Sujan
EXP
Gaming, welcome
lanes
back
and
bro.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. But then again, they don't really have picked a goal laner so far, and we can see Esmeralda not yet locked, but you never know. Again, got the Kasha as well. It's gonna be good. But then, alright, they do have a dive. They do have a Hayabusa over here. Who's gonna look up to that Hayabusa all the way to the back line? But then again, Zuxian is just not really a backline mage. She's not gonna stay too far away from the team. So I guess they're gonna go all in 5 versus 5. क्या
लगता है कौन सी टीम जीतेगी. ईटी इंडिया की वन ऑफ द टॉप टीम्स है पता है. एलिमिनेटर्स करके. किसी को याद हो लाइक इनका मैच हुआ था एबीएम के साथ. कह रहे थे ये लोग ये दोनों इंडिया की टॉप 2 टीम्स हैं. बट या एबीएम ने लाइक क्लीन विक्ट्री से हराया था इनको ईटी को.
I mean, good choice. You know, you come at my face.
अभी देखो, to be honest, सबसे ज्यादा chances फिलहाल currently तो जतिन के हैं.
You know, I was really hoping that
जतिन
they
से ज्यादा
could
के
go
नहीं है
with
अभी
the
कोई.
Ryu, because I know Crunchy
फिलहाल
really
currently
appreciates
जतिन है
those kind of
top में ना.
mates
Monitors
around
के
him,
बाद
that he is that
obviously like
he will be
monitors is
taking
ज्यादा
down.
active है, but like mods के बाद जतिन ही है.
Alright.
Really sorry, guys. Had a few issues over there. But yeah, I see that the draft is already over. I missed.
वो आ जाएगा फरदीन जब भी है.
I think, you know, despite the fact that I have some bias, I think the Aurora.
अरे प्रोमो में तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है भाई.
Considering that they have the Carmilla.
तुमको बता दूं अगले महीने तक लाइक मेरे अकाउंट में 20,000 से ज्यादा डायमंड होंगे.
Along with Carmilla's links are gonna do some crazy amount of crowd control.
Spoilers alert.
Side of Doritos. So honestly, in this draft, I feel that the
मैं तो लाइक हर महीने से जितने भी स्टारलाइट कार्ड वगैरह शॉप से सब खरीद ही लूंगा.
But you never know, because there's a lot of pickoff potential as well coming out from the side of Doritos. Jenny.
Yep, and we're heading on to the last
कर देना भाई, तुम्हें ही
for
करना है
the
तो.
first match of today, Doritos versus ET, guys. I mean, Doritos gonna have to be really
कोलैप्स
careful
कैन
given
गिव
the
अरे
reputation
मैं
of
खुद
ET
एक टाइम पे
this
एक ही
season in
अफोर्ड
the
कर
recent
सकता हूँ.
tournaments. The team
Even
that went
like
against
मैं
India and actually won.
खुद एक टाइम पे एक ही अफोर्ड
So the
कर सकता हूँ.
pressure is
एंड ये
definitely
सब
on
भी लाइक
Doritos,
ऐसा नहीं है.
and
हाँ
right now they're
देखो मैं
trying
मेरे को ना
to get their junglers up to level 4 as soon as possible.
मैं कुछ प्रोग्राम्स वगैरह में भी हूँ अभी लाइक.
But I feel that, you know, there may be some invade potential coming in from the side of Eliminators as well, but not exactly right now, but a while later, because they do have.
अगर मुझे मिला स्टारलाइट तो मैं जूलियन से जंगल हीरो का वेट
So
करूंगा.
I think the
जूलियन की बैग 5
is
स्किन आने वाली है. 5-6
with
स्किन.
his jungler is quite a good source.
कंसिडरिंग नहीं ब्रो, लाइक तुम मोस्ट एक्टिव हो फिलहाल ना.
With his rotation here, it's not a wise idea to stick with the goal laner or the.
वो चीज तो फैक्ट है.
Especially considering that it's an Edith versus Ruby, pretty neutral lane can be managed. Hayabusa going in, jumping.
ब्रो अगर वो लाइक 4-5 हजार की स्किन
taken right away
गिव
by the
वगैरह
side of
उससे
the
उससे
Eliminators.
ज्यादा वर्थ इट पता है क्या पड़ता है.
Yeah. I mean, the Eliminators, they're gonna be fast.
मॉड में
Look
कौन
at
है?
the,
तुम लोग को
hypers
लाइक
over here.
में
Look
मॉड
at
का
the
टैग
handlers
पड़ा है
over
ना.
there. Surroundmoon is already level 4 and past, while
What is
Lynch
collapse
is
skin?
already still in level 3. It's not level 4 yet, and they're engaging. They're coming for kills, and look at that. Edith's got another
Collapse
kill
skin यही सब है.
already. So that's the difference. That's the difference.
जितनी भी आती है एनीमे कोलाब, ये कोलाब स्किन, दुकाटी कोलाब
You
स्किन,
know, the funny thing is that
ये शॉप में दिखती नहीं है तुम्हें स्पेशल स्किन्स वगैरह, ये सब कोलाब स्किन्स होती हैं.
Ogi shadow kill, so he still has the ultimate up ready, and meanwhile
मैं छोटे मोटे पास का भी गिव अवे कर सकता हूँ, जैसे ना लाइक एक बराट का स्किन का पास आएगा.
and that will might just
कंफर्म नहीं है ऐसे लाइक अभी भी आया, लाइक एक दो पास गिफ्टेबल रहता है.
anyway, but it seems
इवन दिस प्राइम पास जो भी आने वाला है M6 का पास, लाइक वो भी एक ही को मैं गिफ्ट कर सकता हूँ. वो मैं फरदीन को दे दूंगा. एंड लाइक मतलब है मैं ये सब चीजें गिव अवे कर सकता हूँ. Ziven रिकॉर्ड देख के बता रहे हो क्या टॉप पर मतलब?
I mean, maybe he's gonna manage this one, but EBIT as well as Art, they're not giving up. They still want to secure that kill. Look at
वीडियो
Art, look at
तुम्हारा
Art.
देखने जा रहा हूँ.
Okay, he is like, okay,
कौन
let
सा
him
वीडियो
go
देखने
this
आ रहा है
time.
ब्रो?
Okay, meanwhile, that setup that Doritos tried to do actually didn't favor
ये
them
गेम
at
कितना
all
MB का है?
and made a way
ब्रो
for ET
ये
to take a
गेम
free
तुम लगा
kill.
लो, मतलब
Again, they're not giving up.
5-6
They're still
GB का गेम
trying
है.
to get more
सूरज
targets
कुंजन
onto banana sauce. But also they want to secure the red buff
5-6
over
GB का
here in
गेम
the
है ब्रो.
bottom lane. Legend going straight
काफी
into
काफी
the
तगड़ा
lane,
गेम है. लाइक
zoning him away from
काफी
the
ज्यादा फन
red
भी है.
buff.
मैंने खेले हैं, मैं सारे खेले, बैटल रॉयल वगैरह, फ्री फायर, पबजी वगैरह. तो एट द एंड मेरे को ये गेम पसंद आता.
No, I'm not gonna let anyone come near, and if you do, you're gonna end up dying, and that's exactly what just happened. Paprika out of the scene, eliminated, and the red buff has been taken down by Serar. Meanwhile,
अरे अपना पढ़ाई वढ़ाई भी करते हैं ना, जरूरी नहीं है मतलब तुम
double kill over there by bid and shut down. Okay, finally
आ जाओ थोड़ा बहुत बीच में कमेंट कर लो लाइक.
to overachieve over there, but not that's look at that continuous
एंड देखो एक और चीज मैं बता दूं करके ना, ये ग्लिच हो गया है क्या? तुम लोग मेरे को दिखा रहे हो बट 2 की वॉचिंग आ रही है. तुम लोग चैट कर आ रहे हो. इज दिस सम काइंड ऑफ a glitch?
Banana still not giving up. They actually need to like go back a little bit. Okay, that was Conquill taking down Art.
ET के 3 kills
a
हो गए.
really good place to recall, I suppose. And Conquill just figured that he's recalling over there, so let me take him down. It's just 1 HP.
यार पता है लाइक आई मीन तुम लोग तो हो यहाँ पे एक्टिव, पता नहीं हो जो कब निकाल रहा है. वैसे भी लाइक ना कम ही बचा है। मैं एक चीज़ बोलता हूँ, लाइक मैं कभी भी ना वैसे गिव वगैरह करूँगा ना, ऐसे मैं लाइक लास्ट टाइम गया था 10K सब्स पे, तुम 1v1 वो सब करो, टाई को छोड़ के बाकी तो गायब है, तो देर इज नो पॉइंट मतलब उन लोगों को देना जो लोग मतलब है रहते ही नहीं यहाँ पे। मैं प्रायोरिटाइज उनको ही करूँगा जो लोग है लॉन्ग टाइम से ना, लाइक जो लोग आते रहते हैं। लाइक लिटरली अभी ये 3rd प्रोमो इवेंट शुरू होगा, लाइक मेरे चैनल में 2 बार किया गया है इस तरह का। ऐसे ऐसे बंदे आते हैं जो लोग सिर्फ प्रोमो के टाइम पे आते हैं मेरे चैनल पर कि ज़िवन दिला देगा उनको ये 1 डायमंड, वो फिर कभी आते ही नहीं है। हाँ आई नो तुम रहते हो, मैं तुम्हारी बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ यार, तुम लोग के अलावा बोल रहा हूँ मैं।
Yeah, I mean this is Eliminators. You're going
मेरे को
against.
याद
You
रहता
have to be
कौन
a
कौन
little
रहता
bit more
है।
systematic
I'm old
and
supporter.
careful
या
and
अबिन भी
be
काफी
with the
पुराना है।
communication.
हेलो
Okay, there you go. They're melting
बुरिश्की,
down banana
वेलकम
sauce
बैक
over
ब्रो।
there. No, they don't care. They got all the potential as of right now. In the bottom lane though, Serarmoon onto Paprika. Paprika. Okay, that's Esmeralda. Given the fact that you have
रोहित भी है,
Esmeralda,
काफी टाइम
luckily
से कर रहा
he
है,
wasn't able to take you down
बहुत
as of
कोई
right
है।
now. But in the mid lane, look at that. They're trying to
लाइक तुम लोग
pressurize
डिस्कॉर्ड
the
वगैरह
mid
में
lane
एक्टिव
first
रहते
to
हो।
your turret, right? And as soon as they get it, the map's gonna open up. Oh,
या जतिन
he's
जतिन जतिन कब
Serarmoon is
से
still
है
onto Paprika.
तुमको?
I still want to get that kill over there in the
डोंट
bottom
वरी
lane.
भाई, तुम
But
यहाँ
I
जूलियन के
guess
सपने
we
देख रहे हो
just
ना,
be happy with the turret
कभी कभी
as of
जूलियन
now.
का
They got
स्टारलाइट
the
आया मैं तुम्हें ऐसे
objective.
ही दे दूंगा। बट वो है ही नहीं भाई, वो जूलियन का स्टारलाइट कब से बोल रहे हैं ये लोग, पिछले साल से चल रहा है, ये साल हो गया है। पिछले साल कहाँ, उसको दिसंबर में आना था, अभी ये साल के दिसंबर में भी नहीं आने वाला जूलियन का स्टारलाइट, उसको इतना डिले कर रहे हैं ना ये लोग। 3 एनिमे कोलैब स्किन पकड़ा दिए जूलियन को।
Yeah. You know, it is going all over. Look at Crisis. It's so far away from his team and he doesn't care. Okay, Crisis.
वो आ जाएगा जेवियर का,
They've
तो
already taken
दिसंबर
down
में
Banana
कंफर्म है
Sauce.
ना।
They're home. Again, oh, Serarmoon has taken
उसको
down.
लाइक लास्ट ईयर आना था
Okay,
जूलियन का
toasted
स्टारलाइट
bread.
दिसंबर में,
Oh
बट
my
उसके
God.
बजाय उन लोग ने
I
उसका
mean,
डाल
this is
लिया था
gonna be
आरलॉट
really
का।
hard for Doritos to try and find
ठीक है,
a
आरलॉट
way,
इज
that
फाइन,
one
बट या
window
जूलियन के स्किल
where we
फैक्ट्स
could
बहुत
be like,
तगड़े थे।
okay, now we can improve, now we can get back into the game. It's gonna be really hard for them because ET is lane already.
डायमंड सेंड नहीं होते ना।
They're definitely in the mid game now because they managed to take down the mid tier 1.
ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट का फिर क्या चल रहा है ब्रो?
Side of the Eliminators because now
नॉर्थ ईस्ट
they will
करके
be able to
e-sports
start
चल रहा है।
sieging. There's another kill by
मैंने इसके डिटेल्स
Eliminators.
वगैरह अपने कम्युनिटी पोस्ट में डाले थे।
as well. Two people down for the side.
नेक्स्ट मंथ स्टारलाइट मार्टिस का।
And it wasn't even a team fight. It was just a pick off.
एलिमेंटर्स अच्छी टीम है, लाइक वो डोमिनेट वगैरह कर रहा है।
From the side of Eliminators, Jenny.
Yeah, they're going straight in for that inhibitor and killing spree. Okay, killing spree by Legend over there. I mean, 309. This guy is undefeated, as well as Crisis, as well as Bid. So far, the kills are like 2 into 2 to 18, and there's 10,000 gold difference in 7 minutes. They have not managed to.
अरे मेरे को एक पॉइंट पे लगा कि वो टावर में से क्या निकल रहा है, फिर मैं यौर से मैं देखा तो लाइक मेरे को लगा टावर से नहीं निकल रहा है, अल्फा मर गया वहीं पे।
And there's backup coming in from Bid. A little bit of freeze and maybe they'll be able to take down Toasted Bread as well. They're melting everybody down already. And then there's the Serarmoon. I think he just got shut down by I guess I missed that. He got shut down once, but then the whole time he's been snowballing.
Yup, and you can see the dominance just judging from Serarmoon's movements. He just does not care about how Doritos might pick him off here. Even Legend going in really deep.
बड़े सपोर्टर रहते हैं।
They have a huge lead. It's
क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस में क्लैन बनाओ।
So I don't think that Dorito stands much of a chance.
तुम लोग ज्वाइन करोगे क्या? अगर मैं बनाऊँ तो बात ये है ना, लाइक मेरा है आई मीन अगर मैं क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस खेलने वगैरह लग गया मेरा भाई बोलेगा फिर, लाइक वो ज़्यादा खेलता था। मैं पता नहीं भाई, मतलब तुम्हें है वैसे मेरा बेस वगैरह, पर मेरा मन नहीं करता खेलने वगैरह का। वो देखिएगा कौन क्लैन। मेरा 13 है।
in her lane, you know, she stays.
मेरा खेलने का मन भी नहीं करता क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस, मैं उसमें टाइम भी देना ही आता।
These major team fights are
यो रोहित वेलकम,
Yeah, actually ET won the draft already.
Thanks
given the fact
for the
that
membership.
they did, I mean, Doritos had the first pick. You know, they were in the blue side.
Longest
and they
member है भाई,
prioritized Zuxian
longest
instead of
supporter।
Ruby instead of Phobias. So obviously, ET, you give them their picks. You give that Ruby to Crisis. Man, that's a very bad idea. I mean, look at that Crisis. He's still not down.
Heroes with new ability and all that.
HP. He's still going away.
हाँ देखा मैंने, बट लाइक ना काफी गेम्स यार, मैं हर एक ऑनलाइन गेम को टाइम नहीं दे सकता ना.
Sararmoon taking down Banana Sauce, and they're
पूजा का
gonna be
पैसा.
able to push that inhibitor turret down.
Thanks bro.
Yeah, it was definitely a misposition, but it was one that the Eliminators managed to take really good advantage.
अरे फोन भी कनेक्ट करता हूँ ना मैं, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं, लाइक पीसी से फोन कनेक्ट करते हैं, बैक एंड में गेम खेलते हैं, क्या खेलते हैं. आई डोंट हैव मनी. कोई ना भाई, तुम एटलीस्ट अगर सपोर्ट भी करते रहोगे ना बिन कई महीने, तुमको कभी ना कभी दिला ही दूंगा. देखो रेगुलर सपोर्टर्स कम होते हैं, भले ही ये चैनल अब 13 के सब सोने वाले हैं इसके. जानते तो है भाई, जानते हजारों है मेरे को, बट आते उतने नहीं है आजकल. आई मीन इवन लाइक मेरा तुम लॉन्ग वीडियो देखोगे ना, उसमें व्यूज आ रहे हैं, वो 1K भी क्रॉस करेगा, वो 10K भी क्रॉस करेगा, सेटिंग्स गाइड वगैरह. लॉन्ग वीडियोस रीच मेरी उतनी खराब भी नहीं हुई है, बट ये है कि मैं अपने पीक पे नहीं हूँ. इतना लाइव स्ट्रीम में वो मेरे पीक आते थे ना, तुमको याद हो जल्दी एक मोबा लेंस के टाइम पे 100 की वॉचिंग क्रॉस कर रहा था मैं नॉर्मल स्ट्रीम में भी बड़े आराम से. I mean उस टाइम गेम भी लाइक लोग क्यूरियस रहते थे, अब आजकल लाइक हैवी स्ट्रीमर्स भी बहुत हो गए हैं.
Well, I think Esmeralda answered the question for you, because at this point the only good option is
कोई ना
take the Lord.
मैं अपना लाइक
They could also end the
वैसे भी
this crazy engage coming in here. Ruby managed to use the Don't Run Wolf King, and Crisis is just jumping all over. He has a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean भाई नॉर्मल स्ट्रीम है वो, लाइक अगर वो लाइव स्ट्रीम अभी होती ना,
right here, legend with the phobias jumping all around. Celcius has literally ditched the Lord at this point. He's just going to jump in on Lynch and takes him down. Ogi Shadow Kill used it up on Zujin as well. She goes down, and this could be a really easy game. And for the side of Eliminators, this has been quite the snowball. But there is some resistance.
ब्रो लिटरली इन लोग के ऑफिशियल टूर्नामेंट वालों में भी उतने व्यूज नहीं आते. लाइक मैं ऑलमोस्ट 10,000 व्यूज लाइव क्रॉस करता नॉर्मल स्ट्रीम में. हेलो लीथो, वेलकम बैक ब्रो. हेलो अश्विन.
That was completely one-sided. They won the draft.
रैंक पुश नहीं कर रहे, मैं 22 स्टार्स पहुंचा 22-23 पे. टाइम उतना मिल नहीं रहा है, जब भी मिलता है मैं बीच में खेलता हूँ. लाइक मेरे को अभी ना टास्क वीडियोस बनाने हैं बेसिकली. मैं इमॉर्टल कर दूंगा महीने. आई मीन ये सीजन में इमॉर्टल कर लूंगा बड़े आराम से. आई एम प्रीटी कॉन्फिडेंट, टाइम निकाल लूंगा उतना तो. बट अभी मेरे को वीडियोस वगैरह भी बनाने हैं बेसिकली. लाइक मेरे को मेरा टारगेट है कि मेरे को इस हफ्ते 3 वीडियो बनाने हैं प्री रिकॉर्डेड. रिमेंबर मी लीथो.
And right after the turtle, they came up with the red buff.
तुम्हारा YouTube channel है
They
क्या?
stole their jungle, and then on and on and on and on. They were dying one
I
after
do
the
remember
other.
a guy
They
with
tried
Letho.
to- Okay, let them do what they're doing. Let them.
अगर तुम वही हो,
the advantage of their,
तुमने अपना
goals.
channel-
Maybe we can disengage
तुम
a little
गुशन
bit,
खेलते हो
go
ना?
back, try
तुम
and
मेरे
get
साथ
a
खेलते थे
goal,
rank
come
match,
back, and then
if
try
I'm
to
not
take a
wrong.
fight, then try to make some setup. But that didn't happen.
तुम मेरे साथ रैंक
They
मैच खेलते
played
थे,
in
अगर
the
तुम वही हो
hands
तो जो
of
मैं
ET.
सोच रहा हूँ.
They got played into the hands of ET. ET
तुमने YouTube चैनल बनाया था फिर मेरे को देख के जो भी है.
like Doritos.
या तुम गुशन खेलते थे मेरे साथ.
Yes, the Eliminators engages were pretty conclusive in the sense that they always managed to get.
तुम्हारी क्या था, व्हाट्सएप पे लड़की वाली प्रोफाइल थी बाद में, एंड मैं शायद तुम्हें ब्लॉक भी मार दिया था. ज्यादा बोल दिया मैंने, पता नहीं मैं अगर वही है तो. इंस्टा में थे तुमने इंस्टा में अनफॉलो मार दिया था मेरे को, बोल के कि तुम्हारी गर्लफ्रेंड है वो नहीं चाहती लाइक तुम मेरे को फॉलो करो.
And unfortunately this was
I mean हाँ तुमने इंस्टा पे मेरे को अनफॉलो मारा था शायद, तुम्हारी गर्लफ्रेंड ने मार दिया था मेरे को
You
अनफॉलो.
know, happens. Well, it was Team Doritos who was under the pressure, and I'm sure they're gonna come back stronger next time, more prepared to face. teams
ब्रो
like
तुम मेरे को
ET.
शायद डायमंड स्टोर सेंड कर रहे थे वहाँ पे, लाइक मेरे को तुमने डायमंड स्टोर में ऐड किया था, इसलिए किया था मैंने.
it has been quite a good
मैं एक दिन था, मैं व्हाट्सएप पे था, खोला मैं देखा मेरे को डायमंड स्टोर में किसी ने ऐड किया, पता लगा इसने मेरे को ऐड किया, ये मेरे को मेरा नंबर ऐड करवा रहा था.
On their draft. I mean,
तो आई
you
वाज
have
लाइक
the
क्यों
blue
किया
side.
करके, एंड लाइक
and you give
मैंने हटा दिया था इसको.
Ruby, you give up Phobia.
बट या इसने मेरे
and
को
you
इंस्टा में
trade-
अनफॉलो किया था.
you trade
जब मैं
this
पूछा कि
kind
वो
of
कर रखा है
heroes,
तो लाइक
who
he
are
said
doing
कि उसकी
so
गर्लफ्रेंड
good.
ने
I
किया.
mean, Crisis with his Ruby. I mean, a lot of people know he's so good.
ये
with that
बंदा
hero.
गायब भी हो गया था लेकिन ये
And
आता ही नहीं था गेम
you
खेलना.
trade Zuxin. Not a really good idea, right? So
हाँ.
That was definitely it for today, guys. I think Jenny would like to sign
अभी
off.
मैं ना लाइक फोन
Yep.
सेटअप कर लूँ. इसको वहाँ
Oh,
करता
no,
है.
she will be back.
हेलो भावेश,
We will
वेलकम
be-
बैक ब्रो.
we will be
स्ट्रीम
taking
को
a
लाइक कर दें,
short
सब तक
break
लाइक
and
नहीं
we
है.
will be back with the match too as soon as possible.
अभी गेम कनेक्ट करते हैं. तुमको पता है लाइक मैं कल गैम्बलिंग कर रहा था. गैम्बलिंग इन द सेंस मैं वैसे नहीं करता पैसों वाली, बट लेकिन मैं डायमंड के साथ कर रहा था कि मेरा स्टारलाइट कार्ड निकल जाए. मैंने 250 डायमंड उड़ा दिए, मेरे को स्टारलाइट कार्ड नहीं मिला वहाँ पे. मत करो भाई, लाइक मतलब है वो कभी कभी किस्मत चमकती है. अरे वो पैसों की नहीं करता भाई, वो गेम में गचा सिस्टम है. कभी मिल जाता है स्टारलाइट, कभी नहीं मिलता. मेरे को इंतजार नहीं हो रहा था. मेरे को एक्सबॉक्स की स्टारलाइट निकालनी, मैं निकाल ली. अब भाई मेरे को इंस्टा या डिस्कॉर्ड पे बोलो. ली तो इंस्टा या डिस्कॉर्ड पे, मैं व्हाट्सएप पे किसी को नहीं लेता. अब मैं किसी को भी व्हाट्सएप पे नहीं लेता. मेरे को इंस्टा या डिस्कॉर्ड पे बोलो. अब तुमको मिला क्या मिस? स्टारलाइट कार्ड मिला? मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा. मैं होता क्या किया था, मेरे को था इस महीने मेरे पे स्टारलाइट कार्ड बचा ही नहीं था. मेरा डेली का रहता है, मैं हर महीने खरीदता हूँ. या तो गिव अवे कर देता हूँ या लाइक मतलब किसी, या तो मैं खुद परचेज वगैरह लाइक मेरा स्पेंड हो जाता. इस महीने मेरे पे था ही नहीं स्टारलाइट, तो मैंने डायरेक्टली गैम्बल किया. 70 डायमंड में निकाला था मैंने फरदीन के सामने लाइव स्ट्रीम पे. फरदीन ही देख रहा था शायद उस टाइम पे. सुबह निकाला था. वो बोला कि मत कर. 70 पे निकल गया. अब उसके बाद मैंने वो 70 के बाद मैंने और मार दिए 20-25. कल परसों यार मैं धीरे धीरे मार दिए. मेरे को लगा कि अब प्रीमियम में निकल जाएगा. आज तक मेरे को प्रीमियम नहीं निकला कभी. इसको निकलता रहता है रोहित वगैरह को. खेलूंगा यार मैं अभी, मैं गेम का खोल रहा हूँ. मैंने और मारे लाइक वही है. मैंने लगभग स्टारलाइट कार्ड की नॉर्मल कॉस्ट से ज़्यादा ही खर्च कर दिया. लेट मी जस्ट कनेक्ट माई फोन. क्या कर रहे हो भाई? कहाँ लीव एप्लीकेशन रिस्पेक्टेड सर, टुडे आई एम नॉट एबल. अब अपने टीचर को वो भी लिख रहे हो क्या? भूटान डेट, सेकेंडरी स्कूल क्लास टीचर. भाई हमारा एप्लीकेशन लिख रहा है भाई, छुट्टी. हाँ चलो मैं स्क्रीन दिखाता हूँ अपना, ठीक है? अब तुमको मैजिक ना, मैजिक अब इन मैजिक देखोगे? रुको 1 मिनट, अभी तो थोड़े टाइम में मैजिक दिखाता हूँ. मेरा ना क्लिपबोर्ड पूरा भरा रहता. भाई तुम ऑफलाइन हो भाई. मेरे को बहुत आता है, बहुत. मेरा फ्रेंड लिस्ट भरा पड़ा रहता. मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर ज्वाइन करो या मेरे को इंस्टा में टेक्स्ट करना. मेरे को इंस्टा या डिस्कॉर्ड में कांटेक्ट करो. डिस्कॉर्ड में करो बेसिकली, डिस्कॉर्ड बेटर है. सर्वर ज्वाइन करो, वहाँ कांटेक्ट करना मेरे को. ठीक है, रेडी है. ओके सब परफेक्ट.
Have a seat, sip some tea, and enjoy the show, my friend.
या मैंने एक बॉर की स्किन निकाल ली, बट ना वो वाली स्टारलाइट मेरे को पसंद आ रही है. मैं बोर हो गया था भाई ब्लू फ्लेम से. तो
I would protect the grass overhead.
देखते भाई तुम्हारी आईडी. पता है ये सही है, इन लोग ने ये कर दिया ना, ये लोग म्यूजिक नहीं बजा रहे, इन लोग ने बहुत बहुत सही किया, बहुत प्यारी चीज़ की है। शांति से तुम लोग को मेरी गेम की आवाज़ आ रही होगी, बहुत ज़्यादा अनोइंग हो गया था वो म्यूजिक बजता रहता देखो। हाँ एंड अभी सुनो, लाइक तुमको अगर स्टारलाइट में एक्सचेंज करना है ना, नेक्स्ट टाइम करना, नेक्स्ट टाइम आ रही है स्किन, थैमूस की आ रही है, इसकी आ रही है, सेबर की वापस आ रही है, बेसिकली नई स्टारलाइट स्किन वापस आ रही है। उसके 3 महीने बाद अल्फा येन वगैरह की भी आ जाएगी स्टारलाइट, सारी स्टारलाइट आ जाती है। अरे वो हेल्प हो जाएगा भाई, तुम प्रोमो का टेंशन चिंता मत करो, प्रोमो में सबकी हेल्प हो जाएगी। मैं तो वैसे भी म्यूट कर देता था म्यूजिक को। अरे वो है ना लाइक, मेरे को गेम प्ले के बीच में बार बार उसको जाके म्यूट ऑन करना बहुत अजीब था। चलो म्यूट ही है, सही है। लेट्स गो क्लासिक देन। दीपांजलि है ही नहीं है क्या? जब मेरे लोग रैंक खेल रहे हैं दीपांजलि लोना वगैरह। अरे हाँ मैं तो भूल गया, ओके मैं कुछ भूल गया, मेरा स्मर्फ में दुगाटी ड्रॉ तो निकाले ही नहीं मैंने। अरे मैं अभी टास्क कंप्लीट करूंगा यार, मेरे को मेरे स्मर्फ फॉलो कर देना। क्या हो गया? हेल्प मी टू ज़िवन क्या? अरे मैं कर दूंगा प्रोमो में हेल्प, वैसे मिस के पास तो है ही ऑलरेडी, कोई ना। वो आ रहा है ब्रो, डबल 11 का मतलब ही है नवंबर है, नवंबर। वो स्किन आएगा, वो आएगा वापस। और सुनने में पता है क्या आ रहा है? सुनने में आ रहा है शायद डबल 11 थैमोस की स्किन फ्री हो सकती है। अगर ये चीज़ हुई ना, लाइक वो इवेंट में आएगा, थैमूस आएगा इवेंट में डबल 11 के, अगर वो स्किन फ्री दे दी ना, उससे बड़ी स्किन इस गेम में कभी नहीं दी है। इवन कलेक्टर से भी बेटर स्किन होती है, कलेक्शन पॉइंट में भी देखो तो 4000 कलेक्शन पॉइंट होते हैं, या 3 या 4000, एकदम येलो कलर का होता है उनका कलेक्शन, कलेक्टर से भी ऊपर रहती है। लेकिन क्या बोलते हैं इनको, कोलैब स्किन्स वगैरह में आ जाती है। सुनने में आ रहा है कोई इवेंट में आएगी थैमूस की डबल 11 यही साल नोलेन के साथ। बेसिकली नोलेन का दुश्मन है थैमूस, उसमें कोई सी क्रिएचर होगा शायद, आई फील। एंड मेरे को यहाँ पे अभी दुगाटी ड्रॉस कंप्लीट करने हैं। अरे वो अभी नहीं आई, उसका डिज़ाइन आया, वो वाइट कलर की है, अभी उसका एनिमेशन वगैरह कुछ नहीं आया, अभी गेम में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती है उसके। डबल 11 आएगी उसकी, अभी तक वो बनी नहीं है कंप्लीटली। कितना होगा? मेरे को चाहिए 12 मैचेस, एक दिन बचा है भाई, मेरे को क्लासिक की ब्रॉली खेलना पड़ेगा। या वो तो फ्री है, ग्रुप की स्पेशल स्किन फ्री है एक्सचेंज से। कौन सा फेस्टिवल? मैं अकेला ही रहता हूँ, मैं क्या सेलिब्रेट करूँगा कुछ। हेलो मॉक, वेलकम बैक। अरे हाँ मैं भूल गया यार, मेरे को गेम में टेक्स्ट करना, देखता मैं इसके बाद। अरे अभी स्टार्ट हो गया, तुम आ जाओ जल्दी, अगर इन लोग स्टार्ट नहीं करते तो। मैच स्टार्ट हो गया। कौन सा हीरो? लेस्ले विल बी मोर फन।
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
कौन सा स्पेल लूँ मैं? हेलो चार एडिट्स, वेलकम बैक नाउ। लांस नहीं ना, थोड़ा रिलैक्स करना है मेरे को जुकाम हो रहा है कि वो छूट जाएगा मिनियन वगैरह, मैं इतना देख नहीं रहा। मैं बढ़िया, तुम कैसे हो? नहीं मैंने नहीं बनाया भाई, ये हो रहा है ऑफिशियल टूर्नामेंट हो रहा। अरे मेरे को कभी कभी लगता था कि ना मॉग और तुम दोनों एक ही हो। अबिन और मॉग अलग अलग है ना।
This would help.
मैं कभी सोचता लाइक रमेश, आई मीन वो मॉग और ये अबिन दोनों एक ही है, दोनों अलग अलग है।
Always keep your gun loaded. Eye on the target.
Yeah. Me bong ching mong. Yeah. Nice one.
No one outruns my shot.
Doritos and chew up some Doritos from the taco. Again, we're here with the second match, and that's going to be 5 great gamers versus Daaku Sena. And before we move on to the second match, I want you guys to install
Hello
Moba
lads,
Legends
welcome back
5
bro।
versus 5.
स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर देना, लाइक नहीं है।
The movie that you're going to be hosting will be hosting. And the second match will be hosted by Luigi and Celcius.
फिर लगता है अपने पास लाला भी है, दो मैं हूँ।
Are you guys there? I think you're good.
Target on
काफी
move.
है, बढ़िया बॉडी स्लैम।
Where did Holly go?
साउंड डिले आ रही है क्या?
A while.
अरे ये आपका दिक्कत है यार, लेकिन मेरे को यहाँ ऐप चेंज करना पड़ेगा आई थिंक।
Thank you, Zin. With that, look at that. This would be a match between 5 great gamers versus Daaku Sena. They will be representing the other state. That means that this will be sounding all these will be batting up against each other, and 10 of them will be up with one each at their own state. So with that, I am ET and Twenty. Are you there?
Nice one.
Considering
Okay bro।
Okay, the leg being back. Maybe a passing log yesterday. Maybe I want to see a golem pick or maybe a ban coming in because it is one of the good junglers and if he manages to snowball that early and his team, I think that will
मैं अभी तक मरा नहीं हूँ, कितना बोल रहा हूँ।
Now we all know that the Hayabusa has been lost, into the last patch yet again. He is so strong.
फाइनली मेरे को खरीदने का वो मिल रहा है.
This would help.
Proceeded ahead with banning
Better
yet
gear,
again another
better aim.
hero. That would be none other than a fighter. This is the assassin meta we are talking
अभी गेम देखते हैं, ठीक है?
Fighters are prioritized.
ये brawl over का.
And then there we go. Assassins are being picked. Look at that. The Nolan coming into the play. You know,
A new
five
path
grade
unfolds.
gamers, no hesitation, they picked up a Khalid. And on the other hand, even a Nolan has been picked up. This is what I wanted to see today, Crunchy.
Has been slain. Come a little
Okay, looks
closer.
like he will be back in some moments. Don't go anywhere with that. Jazz is yet to pick up his hero. I am hoping maybe fighters being picked up. You know, maybe a need is to come into
भाई कोई टैंक भी नहीं है बेचारे को.
This would be a good counter for that Khalid. Probably he will have that range where she can pop her jungle bomb and go and get that. But Khalid, on the other hand, with the raging sandstorm and the quick sand, he is kind of menace. So I'm not sure what they will be going to pick, but you said that will be picking up a Soviet. You know, but let's be right, I have to say that Khalid has that upper hand. He can finish up the million quicker and he can actually rotate. But Phobius, he has to chase along the second track with clearing minions. So that is one of the things that we might be able to see. But new five great gamers, they proceed ahead with a Aurora and a Matilda. This is a good combo coming in. But team five great gamers, they need to pick up a tanky fighter or maybe a tanky / fighter heroes for the jungle.
Target
I'm
locked.
not sure what they are going to pick to counter that Nolan. So let's see. Okay, so looks like the ban phase is already up. Daaku Sena picking Celcius for securing that late game. You know, as I mentioned earlier, that
नॉर्थ ईस्ट सब कहाँ हो रहा है ये ना
you know, secure a snowball.
इसको बड़ा करता हूँ तुम लोग को देखना है.
Kind of a menace to the other team. Yes, it would be a menace. So the early game is fine, but unless these five great gamers are very annoying and they will be stealing and invading the buff of Nolan,
Just wait, ठीक है?
really doubt because
अभी इसको
they
zoom
do
करूँगा.
have the Khalid for that early game, the mid
The
game
master
damage,
plan
but I
remains
don't think they would
unchanged.
be making those kind
Nice
of
try.
mistakes with that. And had it been
अरे मैं अपना
picked up
item नहीं
along
खरीदा.
with had the Monsters are yet to be picked. The jungler from the side of the Tigers gamers are yet to be picked. They could counter. They just kind of showed that down. But now there's a lot of options. People won't catch me for getting Daaku Sena. And I'm not sure what they will be going to do. You know, I have to say, with the Nolan, you can pick up his time. Possibly
चलो हो गया. मुझे लोग सब
I think it would be a cherry on top pick coming in, you know, Tegria maybe an athlete. I'm not sure. It could be everyone coming into place and look at that. The Brody being banned. Being picked up as well.
तुम्हारा भी टॉप पे नहीं है. मॉनिटर से पहले.
It is a good fan coming in. She's versatile. She could be played into the goal lane as well. She's
But
one
yeah,
of the
non-mods
counter
से
scorers in Harris, which is good. And there we go. She is being placed into that ban. On the other hand, Daaku Sena, look at that. They have plans to pick up that Grok. Grok would be pretty good, I have to say.
चलो गेम देखते हैं हमें.
Okay. They might.
तुम लोग को
go
आवाज
in, they
वगैरह आ
might
रही है ना?
not.
सब कुछ
Jawhead
perfect
coming
है?
into the play, you know, it looks like they are eyeing that single pickup and Hayatsu picking up that Jawhead. He wants that single kind of pickup coming in. So maybe he is kind of going with that, but I'm really not sure about the synergy with Sicilian because you know Sicilian he needs a little kind of vision and the protection from his tank. That is what team Daaku Sena are lacking right now, but it could be covered if Jawhead is not very aggressive like Jonathan yesterday.
हाँ मेरी आवाज आ रही है.
So that's the thing, you know. So on the other hand, Team 5 great gamers, they are showing a lot of options up. They managed to
जुकाम
pick
हो
up
रही
a
है मेरे
carry
को.
along with a Xbog into the jungle. Now, my question being is, will Xbog snowball the game? Because it is quite hard against a Nolan, I have to say. So Okay, so looks like that would be the case.
क्या हुआ?
And
तुम
with
क्वेश्चन
that,
मार्क
I
क्यों लगा
think
रहे हो?
I
मेरी
am
आवाज आ रही
joined
है क्या?
by Jenny. Hello, Jenny.
Yeah, the thing is, I
ए
never
मेरी
really
मेरी
liked
आवाज आ
it,
रही, कोई
but I would
रिस्पॉन्ड
be
करेगा? इसको
really
क्या हो गया
excited
जतिन
to
को?
see a Grok gameplay as an over or as an
Uh-huh.
EX. Okay, I think yep, that one-shot kill would also be an add up to the whole draft. I really like the fact the way they're drafting. They got a Nolan on the jungle. He's the fastest jungler as of
Okay.
right now. And they also got that Phobius in the EXP. We'll get some really good initiations, I suppose. For the late game, they also have the Sicilian. Very well balanced.
हाँ, मैंने बोला तो
draft, I have to say.
आई मीन तुम नॉन मॉड्स में हो टॉप में,
Same
लाइक
time,
शायद
the
फोर्थ
5
फिफ्थ पोजीशन पे हो तुम,
great gamer, they
फोर्थ
have
पे या
that
3 मॉनिटर्स है
Khalid.
ऊपर, रोहित और
Khalid
फरदीन
in
और ये
the
दिया है
EXP lane.
उनके बाद.
Very fast
हेलो रक्षा,
rotation.
वेलकम बैक.
Really good initiative as well. And they also have the Matilda. In case he gets stuck somewhere, that Matilda can get him out of there. Also, Nolan, they got that Aurora. For Nolan to dive in, you have to be a little bit careful. They got the freeze with that Aurora. Her freeze wins. He can get frozen at any time. So I have to say, both the teams actually did a pretty decent job in the draft. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Xborg can really annoy Phobias, I suppose, but I'm not sure how good Xborg will be. I really like the jungler pick of Nolan from the side of, correct me.
They from Nolan pick is from Daaku Sena, and there will be Team 5 great gamers who are on their blue side.
Yeah, and we're in a land of
खाली दी एक्सपी है.
we're about to see who's done it. I mean,
आ जाएंगे लोग जब भी हैं.
draft looks good both sides, but at the end, it's all gonna come up to the rotation, the synchronization, and communication. So let's see. I guess French is back.
Oh, I think so, but let's just proceed. Look at that. Nolan already
क्या हुआ
fast
रक्षा?
clearing his minions up, but I have to say that if the Firaga armor of Xbox, will it be
Yeah.
safe into the hands when the Nolan comes up to his face? Okay, looks like Crunchy is not.
I guess I thought he was back because okay, never mind. Okay, Crunchy, you can come back later and have a look at the bottom lane. Looks like Phobius is dominating Khalid in the bottom in the EXP again.
मेरी तबीयत सही नहीं हो रही. वेट यार.
Level 4 already. Meanwhile, Praz is still in level 3. That's what I said when I mentioned the fastest jungler. Nolan already. Okay, look at that. Look at that.
What the hell? It's just not even 2 minutes into the game and he's popping off Firaga armors. This is what I wanted to say, I don't think Expo will be ever safe alone.
Yeah, they did do a great job at securing that Khalid in the EXP, but then again, they didn't come up with a better answer for the Nolan export in the early game. I don't think he's going to be able to do much. He's still on level 3. I mean, your jungler is in level 3 when the opponent jungler is already in the level 4 and he's dealing a lot of damage and moving all around the map. Not a good start.
Roger से 23 से हम back
Not
किया.
a good start for Xbox. Jenny, did you see how Zogai was actually following up the Xbox with his rotation? He's just making sure that the Xbox won't be getting those farm. But fortunately, the Xbox retribution hit onto that creep and did not miss. So he got that level 4 and the aggression coming in from Team Daaku Sena already. That minion steal from Jawhead and Cecile, and they are just not leaving it up. And with that, the turtle is spawned.
Yeah, look at their positioning. They are so set up for the turtle. They got the minion wave. They did, very great wave management. And then the positioning for the turtle, again in the mid lane, they're looking up to pick up a fight over there. They might actually get Sorcerer down, but the passive pops in and Sorcerer survives. Again, looks like they will be trying and invading that purple buff and dies. That's a pause. Pause coming in.
Okay. Quite not sure, but it looks like the match is resumed. The blue buff in jeopardy. It is a show for the Nolan.
Yep. They took it, right?
I think so. They definitely, because I really don't think that that Xbox is having up. But let's just see that quite in some time. But the top lane, Nolan has been taking those buffs. There has not have been any first blood yet, despite the streamers market.
That's an ejector. That's an ejector on Matilda over there, and he is down as well as carry in the top. They took out the gold laner as well as the roamer. It could be Sorcerer's turn. Sorcerer, bro, you need to back up. You don't go alone to defend against 4 people over there with that much of dive capacity. Oh, that was a mistake. Why would you even do that?
I think Aurora wanted that kind of
किसी
play
को
where
लाइक
we
हाँ
go
चलो मैं
we
अगर
get
मैं
the
मिशंस
heroes
कंप्लीट हो गए ना
first
मेरे
and we try everything. So she might.
Bro thinks he's Bahubali, but he's not. He got taken down.
Yes, definitely. And another one. Look at that. The
तो शायद
Pragan
1v1
being
का
popped
आता है
as
अगर
well. The circling eagle into the play.
इची क्रंच है
Yep, Cycling Eagle did go into the play, but Haitatsu did manage to escape
या कोई
still.
लग नहीं रहा मेरे
I
को
mean, they don't have the potential as of right now to win a
मैं
gap.
स्मार्ट में
They're
टास्क
gonna have
कंप्लीट
to
कर
play
रहा हूँ मैं
really passive, given the fact that they barely have early game potential as of right now. And Pras is in level 5,
डाकू सेना
while Zolgai, opponent jungler, is in level 8. So you're gonna have
फिलहाल
to play
लीड पे है
really passive and maybe work out a little bit on your wave management and try and farm from minion wave only, because they're not even letting you get your purple buff. They're invading continuously, and also they're just setting up their next turtle.
This is how you actually play when you have a Nolan in your team. You're just making sure that he would be invading. You're making the way for him. Look at the Jawhead, look at the Sicilian as well. They are always there for the backup. That is how the play is being made from the side of Team Daaku Sena right now. But on the other hand, they are just making sure how the Xbox won't be snowballing the game as well. Look at that. He can go in alone. He can come back. He does not need the help.
Oh, look at that. I mean, just like that. The blink of an eye, his armor is gone. That's when I said, like, is that a really good answer? I don't think so. No, they got the top lane. They're not pressuring up the mid lane. It's just Osama over there. Osama been lagging. Oh my god! Again,
सही है ब्रो
they're
ट्राई करो
trying to
करो 60
pressurize the
पहुंच जाओ
bottom lane, and the
50
moment
50
this
एवरेज
guy
रहता
calls off red
बेसिकली
buff comes in,
एवरेज
they'll
प्लेयर
die. I mean, they have enough CC to get
तुम ट्राई करो
Kalista
लाइक 60
over
70
his
क्रॉस
time.
करो
He's
कभी
trying.
लाइक
There's a
कभी
backup coming, but
60 प्लस अपना
to
मेंटेन
no
करो
avail.
बेटर रहेगा
Oh, that was such a
मैं भी
close
ट्राई
call
करता
for the
हूँ
guiding lights to hit,
एटलीस्ट अपने
but
मेन हीरोज को रैंक
unfortunately
में
he
60
was
प्लस रखो
taken down. Another fight coming in.
थोड़ा मुश्किल
Yep.
रहता है बट
They
ठीक
just
है
go trying one by
बराबर
one.
उठ रहा
Like
है
I said, they should be playing really passive and try and get some items, try and get some gold, hold into the game. But they're not doing that. Okay, because again, even Daaku Sena, they're just pressurizing into there. They're trying to look at that in the bottom lane. It could be Cosmetric versus
ठीक है करोगे धीरे धीरे
Jazz
इम्प्रूव
over there.
डोंट वरी
Yam Rajosh. Oh wait, hold on. What is that? Yam Razoliization. Oh my god, am I even right?
That is very, very big the username, but it looks like they are just farming a point. Well, that just
डाकू सेना
one
जीत रही है
one freeze onto that Jawhead was able to take down him. But on the other hand, they got their first kill, so I think this is kind of a win situation for them. But yet again, they are lacking on that goal that they need.
मेरे को
The
11
Xbox
मैचेस
has
चाहिए
been annoyed very, very much right from the minute one. I have to say, Jenny, and with that, the turtle has been taken off. They are just showing no mercy to them, and again, look at that.
Yeah. They don't let him, they're choking them. And the 5 great gamers are actually choking. That's not a kill. Sorcerer just popped his passive, but one bit enough to survive so many of them. And yeah, you can hear my cooker in the background.
No worries, Jenny, but I hope something delicious is cooking up. And let's just come into the game. The aggression, they just made sure that the Flint would be farming as well. He's already 201. We are right now at the 7-minute mark with a
हाँ
score of 1 for 6. I think they might be able to get the game as well because Team Daaku Sena, they have shown that early aggression and dominance that they need. And wait a minute, look at that.
Yeah, that ejector. I mean, that ejector. Again, I just mentioned my pressure cooker. Daaku Sena, they're cooking. They're
Xbox
cooking
jungle troll
5GG like my pressure cooker is cooking rice, man.
Definitely, those ejector plays are right on. They're just making sure that the enemies would be flying. I'm definitely looking at a South Indian movie
बुरा
right
खेल रहा है
now.
क्या
And with that,
आई मीन पिकिंग तो इन लोग की मेरे को
ejector
अच्छी
coming
लग
into
रही थी
play, but he might not got that window. Okay.
Yeah, that was another eject. I mean, ejector after ejector, killing spree. Osama, they finally manages to take down Zogai. That's a good shutdown on Zogai. They've been looking for that shutdown. But will that be enough? Will this be a window?
खेला
I
मैंने
still
टेकन
don't
कभी
think so. Look at the gameplay. They are on the they are not on the driver's seat. They are the driving as of right now. Daaku Sena. So I don't know. 5G. Yeah, how will they manage to come out of this situation and find a window? But let's see, PG.
You know, Jenny, with just 8 minutes into the game, they have managed to pop off two of the passive from the inhibitors already. This is a big W for Team Daaku Sena right now, I have to say. And also, those ejector plays are so right on that it is enabling them to for their single pickoffs. I was really not sure about into the draft how the synergy between the Jawhead and the Sicilian will be, but I think it is coming into the play right well.
Yeah, they made no mistakes. Daaku Sena. They are up for the game. They want it and ASAP. They even got the Lord. Everything uncontested. Turtles, the Lord, uncontested. They have been setting up everything properly with so much discipline. They have managed. They did not even clash a lot unnecessarily.
Yeah.
They just want to finish it smoothly.
And you know, the thing is, like when you see the draft of both the teams on paper, it is actually looking very good. It has a possibility where Team 5 Great Guys can actually counter them, but it all depends on the skills that they have, and they are showing us right now. Look at that Nolan. Guy has been annoying that Xbox every single minute that he has possible. I have not seen one a lasting insanity coming into the play where look at him again. He
Three
is all
wants.
gone.
Oh no, that you won. I mean, level 14 Nolan with wait, hold on. I think they're looking for an end. They're coming in so I can get used up. There's a raging sandstorm already expanded as well. Xborg over there, process struggling, and that's the freeze been used up. Zest, but okay, they managed to take just down, and the fighting in the last insanity popping in, and the
hello
Lord
Ferdin,
will
welcome back.
probably be defended at the cost of Jazz. Well, the minions are
मैं
still
जुकाम
there.
हो रहा है
Super minion wave are still there. Will they be able to defend?
एंड
Yes,
इस
as
बार
of
में टास्क
now.
कंप्लीट कर रहा हूँ
Okay, looks like that is
आ
a
रहे
good
सब
defend coming in. I was not expecting it, despite the goal difference that they had, Jenny.
Yeah.
हेलो
The goal
अश्विन
difference is like more than 10,000 goal difference in 10 minutes. And last
photosynthesis
insanity popping up and shut down on Osama bin lagging, as well as Haitat's not a shutdown, but Haitat's ghost down. That was him. Like that guy's ejectors one after the other really helped them.
Oh, he has a streak. I have to say, Jenny, like he's just waiting for that someone to be pick up. Even if it's Khalid, he's just making sure to throw them up into the air. But guy, he was trying to see something, but looks like he got nothing.
Yeah. Well, honestly speaking, there's still no losses for Daaku Sena. I mean, they still got the whole map covered. It's like the whole map is their domain. They're probably gonna take another Lord, if not push in, if not pressurize. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. They do have this 25 seconds window to make a difference, but I don't think they have much in their capacity right now to go up against Daaku Sena.
I do agree with you, Jenny. Even though they have managed to get a score, but okay, something is popping up.
Yep, definitely. Struggling Eagle is used up already and is taken down. The rumor is down already. And double kill on the EXP laner. Cause of Retry Gap. They are coming in, the minions are coming in from all the sides. And they are willing to end it right over here. Last incentive is already used up. They don't have any skills. They don't have any resources left. They just carry trying to hit up.
hello Mercy, welcome
the
back
basic attack. Well, that Crystal has been taken down. Very low in HP. They're trying to stop the minions in the mid lane, but the minions are popping inside. Look at Haitatsu going straight for the base, and that's the Crystal being taken down. Daaku Sena, very smooth victory.
Oh my god, what a gameplay
Yeah.
coming in. You know, they made sure to take down the Crystal Eve without a lot that was highly unexpected.
कितना
And
डायमंड
more
मिलेगा
than
तुम्हें इस
that,
अंदाजे से बताओ?
one cannon minion was a lifesaver for Team Daaku
मैं अभी
Sena.
कुछ रिवील नहीं कर रहा.
Unfortunately, the whole team was so focused on to the bot side of fight, so they actually managed to not see the minions pouring in. And with that, congratulations to Team Daaku Sena for picking up the win.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess we'll be right back.
कर ट्रोल एक्सपोर्ट जंगल.
Just watch Daaku Sena versus 5GG.
भाई ये क्या आइटम है उसने? ओ ओके
Gameplay by Daaku Sena.
समझ गया.
Just hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere and we'll be right back.
ये लोग तो ये लोग अपनी फेस भी नहीं दिखा रहे भाई, फोटो ही दिखा रहे हैं. मैं दिखाता हूँ उनको.
Into that good night.
वॉइस आ रही है क्या?
Been slain. Down. smell of blood excites me.
मैं तो ज़ास खेलता भी नहीं, सैलेड का क्या करूँगा? अरे तुम सैलेड कार्ड कभी भी यूज़ कर सकते हो लैड। ओके लैड, तुम अपने इन्वेंट्री में रखे रहो, ज़िंदगी में कभी भी यूज़ कर लेना। ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम्हें उसी महीने का गिफ्ट होता, तुम कभी भी यूज़ कर सकते हो बेसिकली। तुम 2 साल बाद ओपन करो, 3 साल बाद करो, कभी भी चलेगा। हेलो दिया, वेलकम बैक।
No one is more sincere than Sicilian. Our turret is under attack.
हेलो क्लैश ऑफ क्लैंस, वेलकम बैक। बदला भी आएगा जॉनसन ठोकने।
Has been slain.
ऐसा क्या हुआ है? हाँ
is a sight that relieves me.
Hello Ajoy, welcome back bro. ये क्या कर रहा था? मेरे को मारो ना, मैं चेंज किया उन लोग को. Finally I am dead. Full free. Activa. Delay video and audio again. अभी भी हो रहा है क्या ऑडियो वीडियो डिले? अरे यार ये ना इसने परेशान कर दिया मेरे को. मैं सॉफ्टवेयर चेंज करूंगा.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
मैं कोई नया सॉफ्टवेयर ट्राई करूँ अभी मेरे रिंग के लिए. मैंने किया था डाउनलोड, वो वाला ट्राई करता है. मे बी वो बेटर वर्क कर रहा है. और उसमें ना ब्लूटूथ भी ऑन करना पड़ता है मेरे को बेसिकली. वो मेरे को पसंद नहीं. भाई व्यंजन से खुद को मरवा दिया इन लोगों ने. व्यंजन सोपी चेन के साथ खुद को मरवा दिया इन लोगों ने. तुम क्या, तुम्हारा यूट्यूब चैनल है क्या? स्ट्रीमिंग टिप्स क्या होता है? बस स्टार्ट कर दो. सबसे बड़ा टिप है.
Grants us courage to keep on going.
आने दो इन लोग को, एक साथ चेंज करूँगा. व्यंजन ऑन नहीं है. अश्विन थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया. लावा पी ले. भाई अकेला जीलोंग खा गया मीनियाक. पिंग को लाइक कर देना, अभी तक लाइक नहीं है. ट्राई करते हैं. 50 लाइक क्रॉस करिए. नॉट अबाउट योर सिकनेस, आई नो यू आर सिक. अरे नए कास्टर्स आए. फोटो लगा रखी है. चलो देखते हैं. सासुके है भाई.
Electrifying match where one individual team will be moving on into the next round, whereas the other
नोमी ने फोटो लगा रखी है.
their dreams will have been shattered into
सासुके
pieces. This is
मास्टर.
one individual match. Each team
Crux.
competing in today's matchup is going to personify their home state, and these matchups will reshape which team stands as tall as the best in their region. So, without further ado, let's get into the teams. The teams going up against each
नोमी
other
एशियन है
will be
शायद.
Maqsad, we can also call them MD on
भाई
the
सभी
left
एशियन
side.
है. तुम तो, हम लोग भी तो एशियन ही हुए ना.
RayugaEsports on the
Faster
right side,
Sasuke.
and they will be representing some other states.
या
So, Crooks, please let me and the viewers know. Let us know what your thoughts are on today's match.
Well, talking about today's match, I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited. MD.
अरे यार इन लोग को छोटा करते हैं. मैं अपना मैच खेलता हूँ, ठीक है.
There is somebody in the cast
बोरिंग
who
रुको.
is the coach for RayugaEsports. Give it up for Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Thank you, guys. And technically, I won't be
Let's start.
speaking, just because I am the actual coach, but I was just named as a coach, and technically, I didn't do anything for the team, and which is quite bad. But talking about RayugaEsports, I have seen the teams performing in the previous tournaments, and these players are
Ah.
exceptionally well. But this time, it seems like RayugaEsports is totally on a new lineup today.
I'll take your word for it, but
क्या
unless
नॉमी बेकार है नो एफएन शक्ल से क्या भाई तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो
so let's give it a round of applause for him and his team.
शी इज गुड
But I'll give myself
इतनी
a
भी
round
नहीं
of applause for MD because
जितनी चॉइस है थोड़ी अलग है
the
द वे द
cast
कमेंटेटर
is
स्पीक्स इजंट एज सेटिस्फाइंग एज द वन
guys always remember that the open
या वो तो है लाइक ये लोग इतने ज्यादा वो नहीं है
both of the teams are from different
पॉलिश्ड
states, so this was going to be an
इन लोग की आवाज इतनी लो क्यों आ रही है तुम लोग को आ रही है क्या तुम लोग को परफेक्ट आ रही है वॉइस कुछ कम ज्यादा करना है कैन यू हियर देयर वॉइस मैंने लगता खुद के लिए लो करती है ठीक है तुम्हारे लिए ठीक है सही है तुमको आनी चाहिए ठीक लो टू लो उन लोग की वॉइस लो है क्या
down in the description below, so please do not miss out on the action as the drafts has already begun. Sasuke and Crooks, you both can take it on from here.
Alright, perfect. Sasuke,
ठीक है उन लोग की मैं वॉइस बढ़ाता हूँ ठीक है
on a Cyclops pick right in the starting of the match. How do you think that's going to fan out in the whole match?
Well, technically speaking, I'm quite amazed to see a Cyclops pick as a first pick coming in from MD, but in the contrary, like,
उनकी वॉइस कम है उनकी वॉइस बढ़ाता हूँ फिर
locking down with the Winstar along with the Changi, and I have this opinion like MD, that is Team Maksud, would be prioritizing
अब सही है
a safe or comfort picks over some meta picks, which I believe would technically go or would suffice their needs. But again, talking about the meta picks, it is the meta, and you definitely don't want to give it away all to your enemies, though.
True. Chip is meta. Ling and Suyu are.
That base will not be able.
I can keep my hopes up because
ठीक है
whoa, okay, we see an Ixia ban. And this is
चलेगा
so rare. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ixia has that insane ultimate. That ultimate can wipe out people if you just buy yourself Sky Piercer and get some stats. It can completely
Better.
wipe out people. Now that Lance has been banned, what do you think is going to be another ban coming in from your team, Team RayugaEsports?
Oh, technically, I believe like they would be choking down an EXP lane or maybe a gold laner because Team MD
they will be choking down in
the
EXP
two heroes
lane
for both of the side lanes, and looking at that, Phobius just being banned out, and technically speaking, Phobius is quite a good ban because they're talking about the EXP meta right away. There is the Phobius along with Khalid and Edith and Terizla. These four are just two dominating heroes in the EXP lane, creating havoc and nuisance to the enemy jungler if they just decided to invade. And invading is quite possible with those heroes. And my I have to say, like the Phobius is just too tanky in the mid to
हाँ
late game of the
अब
phase.
वॉइस सही है ना परफेक्ट है
Ultimate technically doesn't have the cooldown, but once it gets connected, he's unstoppable.
He's an NBA star. Talking about NBA star, there's another NBA star who's pretty good at taking down objectives and also taking the buff from the enemy when they go to the EXP lane. That's Jawhead. We saw him last game. The ejector gameplay was insane. A Sylvana in the jungle and a Hanabi.
अरे अभी बोलो हम लोग की वॉइस क्लियर आ रही है कुछ कम ज्यादा करना है वॉइस मेरे को वॉइस कंफर्म कराओ या कोई मेरे को जुकाम हो रही है मैं ज्यादा चैट नहीं पढ़ रहा मैं
Beautiful Claude pick, or are they going? Wait! Are we seeing a Cho jungler?
Well,
Chocolate Chan is going Cho jungle.
Wait.
It too comes in handy with a
Chocolate Chan Chow jungle.
So with Joe on a tank build, I assume like that EX
Chow jungle आ रही है
will be the damage dealer. So I mean, it either way comes in handy because you got the this Minotaur for the team CC and to engage, and then you got the Minstar ultimate to pair it up with the Minotaur, and then out of nowhere there is Joe popping down the pack liners and just making his way through the enemy team, just lurking around and making sure he gets the back line. And in terms of damage, you got the Changi. When the two of the frontliners are just making their moves, you just need to ult and make sure you deal ton amount of damage. And there is the Leslie just to make sure he gets the escaping enemies with the sniping abilities.
Well, talking about sniping abilities, Chang'e also has an insane range on the ultimate, making her a good sniper too. And again, we are back in the land of Dawn for this exciting match between MD and our RayugaEsports.
A pretty decent rotation. This seems as of now, like looking at the rotations, we can assume like the show will be rotating towards the gold lane, but in contrary, Sylvana has a different plans because she's rotating or maybe rotate towards the XP lane. But look at that alpha sneaky plays already coming in handy, trying to go for a pack line push and provide some vision. But Minster was already there to pack it, deny that plans from that Minster though.
Minstar did good after doing some damage with the blue buff, but talking about damage, Leslie is completely zoning out that Hanabi. Hanabi doesn't have a chance. Simba is struggling in the top lane.
See ya, Jiten.
Is finally here to give some hope to the Hanabi Simba.
Look at that. Sneaky plays coming in from Leslie. She's already zoning out and making sure he hits that Hanabi, making sure she is forced to retreat. And look at that Joe, already down level 4 and making his way towards the pack line. Is looking for the way. The way of Dragon might connect, but there is the shield. Age is being popped up from Hanabi. Things looking dire, but look at that Chocolate Chan. He is so persistent, looking for the first blood. That is the backup from Silvan. Ultimate being popped up, and that is the first blood as Joe goes down. The backup from Lolita is already there, the 3-4-2, but this time, first blood in the hands of MD.
MD taking the first blood is the nail on the coffin for that turtle fight. Maybe Sylvana is going to get to that level 5 pretty early, so there's not going to be much of a chance for Cho to get that retribution battle in.
Oh, look at that. And over-engage in the damage from Leslie is on point, but look at that. Minotaur just barely escaping in dire nick amount of HP flicker being popped up from both Leslie along with the Minotaur. So there is a huge resources up, and in the bot lane, the turtle is up and Chocolate Chan. Along with that, I don't know what to say, but along with Chagi, making sure they get the first turtle.
आया होता easy मारते
Sylvana definitely using his ultimate, making sure he gets the kill. There is the Lolita for the backup, but it will be Leslie.
भाई चाओ जंगल
And dealing a nick or
बफ चिराते हैं वहाँ.
even tiny damage makes a huge damage eventually. But look at that 1v3 situation in the top lane.
Minotaur coming up, we might actually see much of a defense. In the patch notes, of course, we see that the exterior towers, the tier 1 towers, actually give healing now, if you guys vote for it. And Minotaur actually engaging in with
Leslie हाई कल डॉज नहीं कर सकते.
the Lolita without any risk on.
I mean उसको हाँ उसको knockback दे सकते हैं.
Coming in with the King's Calling completely decimates the Hanabi, and the Leslie's ultimate secures the kill onto the Cyclops. That was one-sided, even though Leslie was the one taking everything in the starting of that team fight.
Definitely, the microplays coming in from RayugaEsports are just on point. Minstar rotating towards the top lane just to support down his team was just on point. But look at that microplays coming in from Lolita. Oh, this time Sylvana might be in some trouble. Here, Dragon being used and
लोना आ नहीं रही है, कल भी नहीं आई थी लोना.
Blast connecting down Cho, and the damage from Sylvana will be more than enough to melt down that Cho.
Well, Marky made some few mistakes where he was overextending and trying to get the kill onto the Minotaur. when Minotaur was
कुछ हुआ है
showing
क्या उसको?
himself with the low HP, and that's what led them to lose the first turtle. They're not going to be any good if they keep missing on the turtles.
Seems like case, but again, the top lane they're prioritizing too much.
ओके लाड, तो ये तुम कौन हो भाई?
Get him
तुमको भी मैं शायद पहली बार देख रहा हूँ
Himalayan
स्ट्रीम पे.
Fury connecting nobody. That along with that, it is that is perfect.
रोहित हो गया?
deflection, deflecting
ये ओके
down.
लाड
It
कौन
will
है?
be Minotaur who will be getting
Do I know
hit in
you?
the crossfire.
Yep, Minotaur got too much damage from his teammate Changa. Right now, bot lane Alpha has to use the Vengeance. They can't really take the turtle fight. The blue team has the advantage right now. Marky is zoning out. And Star zones out the Marky with
नया
the
एक्टिव
Thunderbolt, but he can't secure
पुराना
the kill
सब नया
onto
एक्टिव.
it. Joe
Okay.
demanding that can you take over?
Definitely, and that is the Joe connecting down his first kill. And oh, wait a minute, that's a beautiful execution. The damage from Minotaur, not a Minotaur, but the Minstar is already there, and that is a 1v3 situation. MD definitely going down, making some near damage, and it will be, I believe it was Silver Rock securing down that second turtle for the team. And Hanabi was busy clearing down the top tower after she got a kill over to the Leslie. Definitely we missed out that fight, but in the bot lane, RayugaEsports definitely doing something. They should have taken down the bot tier 1 tower.
Yep, I'm gonna be honest with you. 2 turtles down, and there is right now a 3k gap. It is no, 2k gap. 2,800 gap onto the side of the red team. Marky is not able to do much, even though he has the kill advantage. Leslie is going to do a lot of damage, even with the Minotaur. Cyclops is engaging with the ultimate. Numenon Blast has popped up, has to make Minotaur waste his flicker, and he goes back, not taking too much, waiting for a counter engage on his team.
But wait a minute, the damage coming in from Joe was just obnoxious, and this time it will be the Changi with that insane damage. I do believe like Lolita did open down her shield, but it was all in vain because she was the one along with Simba going down, and this time we have tried connecting down Silvana, and he'll be the one next one to fall down because damage from my death is up, and I believe he'll be just going down for another kill because Alpha is the next one to caught off guard. Alpha just being used in a defensive way, but it will be all in vain because one sneaky sniper shot is more than enough to melt you down. And again, Janky being used his ultimate, but Numenian Class connecting 2 members, but there is no backup. And this time, wait a minute, Hanabi definitely doing some engages, but there is a flicker play. King's calling, connecting down 2 members of MD, and it will be a 3
Hello, Luna, welcome back.
trade, this time in the hands of RayugaEsports.
Yes, sir. When you noticed, Minotaur started that fight with the hook onto the Alpha, made Alpha waste his Spear of Alpha. Whole team fight revolved around
Okay, दिया.
one Leslie.
मैं तो सोता ही नहीं.
Inside the tower, doing the
चमकाड़ा
damage,
तो.
securing the kill onto the Hanabi and the Lolita.
कोई ना.
Gave him a lot of farm, even though he died in the end. It's alright, because Minotaur was right there with a flicker and the King's Calling to secure the last set of kills.
That is true, and I really want to see down the itemization coming in from both of the teams because the damage is already up, and that is the ultimate being used on this time. It will be the Mistar, might be some differentiate, and that's the King's Calling, but connecting 4 members, and look at the backup coming in from Minotaur. The Minotaur Fury connecting 4 members, that there is no backup. Joe is the only one, and this time he might be in some trouble as he's running away for his life. Look at the Changi, the damage is on point, and I do believe like Lolita would have used down her shield, but again, look at that aggressiveness from his Joe, man.
Oh, Shimpo and Jukundo is not going to help him right now because Alpha has the Spear of Alpha. And Changa got the kill on Lolita, but with that attack speed build, she's able to secure a double kill and save his team the humiliation from taking unnecessary fights in the early match. Leslie securing the triple kill was the cherry on top.
No, the damage. Each single shot of this Leslie hurts more than breaking down with your girlfriend though. But again, oh, Minonian Fury definitely wasting down, and that is the Pneumonian Blast being cancelled out, and it will be Changi along with the Leslie marking down the empty space, and it will be over with a nick amount of time.
To be fair, I actually didn't expect Leslie to melt down that tower so quick. I'm going to be honest with you. RayugaEsports was on top of their game today.
Immediately.
How does it feel to be the proud coach of RayugaEsports right now, Sasuke?
Well, I was hoping like they would be
friend is
prioritizing
global
some
client.
unique heroes or some unique picks, but turns up they know their match, they know their gameplays, also they know their
ये लोग मैच जीत गए ना?
and definitely team bonding and so certain stuffs are essential for the teams, but I really want to look at the itemization coming from both of the teams, because even in the early game it was Leslie who was doing too much damage in the early game itself.
Very much. I'm going to be honest with you. Hanabi didn't stand a chance. That was impressive gameplay from Minotaur and Hanabi. Minotaur and Leslie, I mean. And again, Lolita's shield gets countered by Minotaur. We didn't see that happening much this time, but...
यार ये ना मैं सर खा रहा है जुकाम.
This match will be back soon, so stay with us for the next match, because the next match is against Grand Blue and Weird Design One. Honestly, I love the name, as I am also a Sunjan fan, but these two teams will be representing between us, so stay with us and please do not leave. We will be back, right back.
Storm-Eye Wasteland is now a prison for the souls in pain.
An ally has been
They had no choice but to watch their homes burning to the ground. Die with honor. One day, I will free all the orcs from the shackles.
क्या बना रहा हूँ मैं? लोग पे है क्या पिटिंग? कोइन सिंह कहाँ है?
I present to you the rage of the orcs.
तुम्हें लाइक अगर ये मेरे मिशन कंप्लीट हो गए ना, कितना टाइम है? शायद होगा नहीं, पता नहीं। किसको आना है क्या ब्रॉल? जल्दी मैचेस कंप्लीट करा दो, फिर कुछ खेलेंगे साथ में। फिर ब्रॉल आएगा मेरे स्मर्फ अकाउंट में। मे भी सरेंडर मारे जल्दी। जल्दी सरेंडर मरवा दो, कुछ अच्छा खेलेंगे। मैं ये बोरिंग है, मेरे को मैचेस कंप्लीट करना है, लास्ट है। अरे ये कौन है भाई मिडिल में? ब्रो किसको उठा के लिया है 700 क्या? ये कौन है? देखे देखे तो हाँ सरेंडर करना है। चलो हो गया, जल्दी मैचेस कंप्लीट करना है ना मेरे को।
Crucifix, I was about to introduce you. You don't have to scream my name. I'm right here. I'm present here. I can hear you well. I can see you well. Probably.
I love the energy. I love the energy. Just
मेरा टाइम बच जाएगा।
I got you, homie.
Well, these are my fans. Just kidding. And moving on, we have some.
कितने हैं? 8 मैचेस। ओह 8 मैचेस चाहिए मेरे को।
For the casters, it will be Silver Rock joining
Diamond team तो नहीं है।
fan favorite Crucifix. Welcome those guys.
Oh man, that was a good introduction, Sasuke. As you just mentioned, it's going to be the Grand Blue onto the blue side, and it's going to be a Buri Buri Zaimon onto the red side from the cartoon, from the Shin-chan.
Buri Buri Zaimon.
But let's see how well this is actually going to go with.
Absolutely, and I have some questions for you guys prepared because I haven't seen either of the teams play before. So what are your thoughts? Like, what would be the possible plans?
Destroy and conquer.
No, this is totally the alliance, just making it
सुनो इन
up.
लोग की कमेंट्री सुनो
Interaction
हम
in
लोग।
the audience, but it's just that Grand Blue might have actually pulled some strings to be in the blue side. What do you guys think? I know I'm stupid. I know I'm actually making it up. Just saying.
Well, that is quite amazing speculations coming in from you. So, Silver Rock, what do you think? Like, which team would you vouch for based on the names itself?
Well, actually, from the red side, the team Buri Buri Zaimon, that name actually just brights up a spark, man. Like, we just watched Shin-chan as kids, and that guy was actually really brutal. Like, just making all those stuff happening against, like, the action and the quantum rope. But let's see, the first ban from the blue side, the Grand Blue, they decided to ban out the Minseta. I'm actually just making stuff because, you know what, Minseta is the first ban. Come on, like, you don't
मेरे को
actually
अच्छा दिखा नहीं रहे लोग।
because of why you ban Minseta as the first ban.
कोई शिनचैन स्क्वाड है क्या?
Draft phase, I hereby respect Casters takeaway as the draft is probably going on right now.
Yes, sir. We can see an Edith getting banned. Like we witnessed yesterday, Leo told us that Edith is one of the make or break heroes. Mincetar on the gold lane, EXP lane has
तो मतलब तुम अभी मेरे साथ खेलने का बोल रहे हो ना? तुम खेल सकते हो, मैं बैक एंड में खेल रहा हूँ। मेरे को मिशन कंप्लीट करना है मिस, और तुमको हेल्प करनी है तो आ जाओ मेरे स्मर्फ में आना फिर।
Alice is not a mid lane hero anymore.
Well, actually, that's true because of the buff,
Yeah.
the mana, so that it actually really works good
Growl
on the
में 4
gold lane.
मिलियंस।
I mean, all you need to build is just those core items for yourself, and you can just join the team fight. Like that's all you actually have to do with. And about the Ruby ban, it's actually a good ban for the side of Team Buri Buri Zaimon along with it, as you just mentioned. I'm actually just predicting some assassin bans because they just left to go with, like the Haya, like the Ling or the Suyo. They're not even getting feared by that.
Well, more than everything in the jungle, it's the gold lane that matters the most. Ruby, Alice are
मतलब
dangerous
तुमको ये स्क्रीन देखनी है?
players because last match was one of the few matches that I've
Are
seen
you able to play in split screen?
marksman being picked on the gold lane.
I mean, मैं तुम बोल रहे हो मैं ये स्क्रीन रखूं यहाँ पे?
Or maybe no marksman at all coming in the gold lane.
ये क्या स्क्रीन रखने को बोल रहे हो क्या कहीं छोटे पे
One game of
कर गया
relief where I could actually breathe and watch
अपने
the
गेम की
marksman take it off. Leslie and Hanabi talking about
सरेंडर करना तो तुम आ जाओगी आ जाना फिर
side of the map, but we
तुम क्या लाइक बोल क्या रहे हो तुमको साथ में खेलना
setting it off like crazy lunatics, not even giving each other one
मैं खेल सकता हूँ इसको खेलना है ना आ जाओ ब्रॉल मैचेस पर कंप्लीट करना है
Yeah, that is right.
दुगाटी फ्री ड्रॉज निकालना है
Obvious, like on the EXP side,
इसको आना है लाइक मैचेस जल्दी कंप्लीट कराना है
he unlocks his fourth level, then the Infernal Pursuit just pops again and again, just fulfilling his HP back after every team fight. So that's a good ban from the side of Team Grand Blue. And along with the chip has been banned from Buri Buri Zaimon, so that actually leaves the.
अरे मैं स्प्लिट स्क्रीन में कहाँ खेल रहा हूँ ये तो लैपटॉप से करता हूँ ना मैं स्ट्रीम
Actually want to go with the comfort picks or actually like the meta picks like a Haya or like a Ling or a Suyo because the Suyo is still open now.
मैं लाइक मैं लैपटॉप से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ ना मेरा मोबाइल फोन तो फ्री है मेरे लिए खेलना कैसे हार्ड होगा
No, that was a different tournament. Suyu was disabled, but we are not allowed to see a Suyu in the match. Never mind. Northeast Cup Suyu is open. We can.
बेसिकली मैंने तो लाइक ये यूट्यूब वाला है ना इसको मैं लिंक डाल दिया सोर्स इसको मैं कहीं भी एडजस्ट कर सकता हूँ
Back to you, Silver.
मेरे लिए नॉर्मल है
Definitely, that Fleur deserves that goat tag for that.
मैं मोबाइल से थोड़ी ना कर रहा हूँ मोबाइल से होता मुश्किल
Mentioned Cruz, and that just speaks for a first pick from the side of Team Grand Blue that actually leaves a lot of heroes open to the Buri Buri Zaimon to pick up. That's going to be probably a backfire to them because there's a lot of heroes open.
मेरी भी हालत खराब हो रही है
guessing like a Aurora or a Zas kind of thingy right now.
और Zas मिल गया मेरे
They
को
want to go with the Guttoad, just leaning against that Khalid onto the EXP side, or like a Roamer along with the Valentina, so that whatever the utility heroes they go with, that Valentina is just going to steal every single ultimate. But probably like she might get confused like which ultimate should I steal if they go for more utility heroes.
Well, to be fair, Raging Sandstorm is one of the ultimates that you can copy for a little bit of a, let's say, oomph in a team fight. But there are better ultimates like Carmilla's and everything that Valentina could copy with the IMU and completely negate people. But that's not going to be happening because we see a Matilda getting picked, and maybe we're going to see a flying swan dance from a deck and Matilda as a combination. Nope, that's not going to happen. It's just going to be Last Insanity. I thought we were going to have some real good music and stuff. It's just a mad dude screaming and setting things on fire. It's alright.
I thought like your mood actually just went down because that guy didn't actually pick a Odette for themselves. But it's going to be Xbox onto the jungler. Let's see how the team Buri Buri Zaimon actually just counters that Xbox. Because all I think right now, they actually might want to go for a fight a jungle to just lane again. So like just fight off that Xbox or like assassin to just melt down that mage or the marksman. But I would actually prefer Alpha against that Xbox to just melt down that Firaka armor and get the kill over to him because they also have Gato. Like if the Xbox loses his Firaka armor, I do think so that Gato is just going to ult him when he doesn't have the Firaka armor on him, and that could actually might be a great choice to counter Xbox. But regardless of that, we are going to see a Carmel as you just said, Crucifix.
Carmilla, I expected that on Grand Blue side. I'm not gonna sit here and expect a Valentina and a Carmilla. Wait. Does that actually work? A Last Insanity and a Curse of Blood. Do you think that's going to decimate people? Because
you should see a doctor.
Last Insanity, I'm not really sure if it has magic scaling, but it might actually do a bunch of damage.
Yeah, and also like they didn't actually wanted to give the Carmilla towards their hands, so they just picked it up themselves, and that God will probably just lane against to that Khalid. And
मैं खेल सकता हूँ तुम खेल सकते हो तुमको आना है ना ब्रॉल
finally some
तुमको लेता है बैक एंड में
seeing right now the first phase of
अभी मैच में हूँ
actually saw any jungler at all. They were just saving it up for the second ban because the Boribori Zaimon don't have the jungler yet. So banning out the assassins right now, I do think so. It's a good choice to do so.
Right now, Khalid could be a roamer or an EXP. Borg could go into the jungle or maybe EXP. So it's not confirmed yet. So right now, Buri Buri Zaimon actually have a little bit of that leeway to understand what the enemy, Grand Blue, is going to pick as the jungler or maybe the roam. And again, I don't know why they picked Carmilla, because that would have been beneficial if the enemies picked him. Besides, Carmilla can't really do much against Gatot Kaka, and Valentina doesn't necessarily need a Carmilla. But it's alright, we don't know how people are gonna play. MLBB is a game of chance. 10% skill, 90% will. Am I right?
कैरमला गड्ढो कॉम्बो यूज कर रहा हूँ.
Making some
अरे
sense
ऐसे
because
करो
if
ना
your
यार,
tablet, if
तुमको
it's
लाइक
connected
ना
properly,
तुमको
that
मैं बॉट लगा
is
रहा
just
तब भी
going
तुम
to
कहते
jump
हो.
up. And just imagine if that Vanity has a raging sandstorm from that Khalid as well. It's going to be a wombo combo,
हाँ
perhaps
किया
could be
था
a
किसी ने,
wipeout to the Grand Blue. But
ऐसे
let's
सर्च
see
कर
how
लो.
they will actually execute it to themselves. It's going to be, and for the last
कोई
bans, it's going
स्पेलिंग
to be the
मिस्टेक कर
both
रहा था.
marksmen. From the blue side, it's the Moscow, and from the red side, it's going to be a Claude. They actually don't want to go for those marksmen anymore. I was actually just making things like
खिला
from the
लूंगा
blue
ब्रो, आ
side
जाओ ना, ब्रॉल
in
खेलते
this
हैं.
current meta. I haven't seen much marksman being going on except for the Leslie and the Ixia.
वो स्मर्फ वाला ऐड करना ब्रो, स्मर्फ वाला, इसको जिवेन वाला बोलो, जिवेन वाला. मेरे स्मर्फ में आना ब्रो, जिसमें वीएन कैपिटल है वो वाला आईडी में आना.
It's not a really strong pick against Khalid and Export.
जिसमें वीएन कैपिटल है वो वाली आईडी में आओ.
Sure, the Firaga armor can keep Export safe, and the Sand Veil could keep Khalid safe. So I'm guessing some strategy is going on in their head, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yep, that's right. And I was just making some predictions about that Aurora, and it will be completed if they want to just go for that Aurora to just counter that Valentina or that carry to just gank them up in the early game, so they won't have the late game comp onto themselves. And also they have X-Pop to them just to just make sure the zoning goes really well, because the Matilda is not actually enough to just zone them out.
क्या लगता है कौन सा हाइपर ले सकते हैं ये
Along
लोग?
with the Carmela will just go for every single objective like the Turtle and the Lord. And there goes the I'm super shy, just goes with the Nathan and the Rakti on that Louis.
True. Wait, are we gonna see a Franco pick? What do you think a Franco could do in this match right now?
Well, they actually have to, two tanky heroes for themselves. They will actually go for the Franco. I doubt that it's going to work because they have an X-Walk to just melt the frontliners, as far as I know. But, well, not actually, it's going to be a Franco. It's going to be a Leo mod. Along with the IGN, that guy actually has a Leo picking up a Leo mod.
Wait, now that a Leo mod is picked, an Angela would have been a good pick too, because either way, both teams could have had supports. Tilda on the blue side,
लियो जंगल है.
Grand Blue, and Buri Buri Zaimon.
मेरे को कॉम्बो तो अच्छा लग रहा है टीम का ना. कैरमला ने का अगर अल्टी पड़ गया तो.
Way more value than an Angela in terms of having team fight potential. The Gatot, Valentina, and the Leomord.
ठीक है, कगुरा खेलूंगा मैं, ठीक है, अभी कगुरा खेलूंगा मैं. तुम लोग के सामने आ जाओ. I mean, मैं वैसे खेलूंगा कगुरा, ठीक है.
Because if you're a jungler on Leo mode, I would actually prefer a lethal ignition to just melt those squishy.
तुम बोलो तो लाइक कगुरा मास्टर भी करता हूँ. सोचता है मैं कगुरा सोचता.
You know what, like in a killing spree, like
कगुरा जंगल नहीं.
of blood or like a ultimate of
कगुरा खेलेंगे.
connected, then only there's a possibility that killing spree is actually going to help him out.
Yep, guys, and
कगुरा
we're
मेन
back in
बनने
the
का टाइम आ
land of
गया.
Dawn, going for another really exciting match. But before we start talking about the match, download Mobile Legends.
मैं खेला नहीं हूँ कगुरा ऐसे. क्लाव गई खेला तुम्हारे सामने एक बार मैंने. शायद ब्रॉल में खेला था मैंने.
Registrations are still open for the NE Cup, so get in there and get ready for exciting matches. Khalid going in trying to take.
अरे उस बंदे का नाम भी लियो है. स्टारलाइट गिव कैसे होगा? तुमको एक्टिव रहना है बस। ये लाइव स्ट्रीम वगैरह में रहो, दिख रहा है मेरे को। बॉट वगैरह भी रहेंगे मॉनिटर वगैरह करने के लिए। मैं सारी डिटेल्स वगैरह शेयर नहीं कर रहा, बट लाइक या तुमको बेसिकली बस एक्टिव रहना है, चैट वगैरह करते रहना। एक मैं ये करूंगा, ये सारे रीस्ट्रीम एंड होने के बाद 15 डेज जो भी चलेगा, 15-20 डेज, एंड एक मैं हर एक महीने के स्टार्ट में करूंगा। हर एक महीने में एक करूंगा। फॉलो नहीं किया गया उस बंदे ने?
but still it won't be enough because that look at the position and the rotation of that Carmilla.
Carmilla is actually rotating to the bot lane.
देखते हैं कबूर अगर मेरे को मिल जाना है
for Carry to actually do something. But talking about that, Lu Yi, Khalid, and Matilda were on Leo's back. Matilda is trying to get some vision onto the.
अरे तुम कभी भी यूज कर सकते हो ब्रो, सास का नहीं चाहिए तुमको। कार्ड मिल जाए, कार्ड कभी भी यूज करो ना। स्टारलाइट कार्ड बेसिकली तुम कभी भी ले सकते हो।
I'm still very excited about how fast that Carmilla is rotating. But if you see on that Matilda, she's actually fixated towards all those objectives. But meanwhile, the position of the Gato will actually just get him off guard, because if the Xbox actually just reveals his position, it's going to be way too tough for him to escape. But there he goes. He actually wanted to steal the creep, but let's see when they actually escape. He still has a revitalize onto himself, but the last insanity will might come in handy to just burst him down. Now the Phantom Steed has been used up to just go inside and take the kill, but will not actually get the kill over to themselves. But the fire missiles coming in handy along with that. Khalid wants to take the kill over to that cartoon, but meanwhile the fire missiles are actually more than enough, and you used up along with encircling eagle from that.
भाई मैच कब खत्म होगी? अरे तुम मेरे को ऐड तो करो ब्रो, मैं खेल रहा हूँ बैक एंड में। चैट एडिट्स मेरे को ऐड करो ना, ज़िवेन सर्च करके। मैं देखा फॉलोइंग तो तुमने किया ही नहीं। मेरे स्मर्फ को ऐड करो सर्च करके। ZVN कैपिटल है उसमें। इसको यार मेरी स्मर्फ आईडी बोलो कोई, ये मेरे को फॉलो करे पहले। मैं अभी जस्ट अभी मैच में गया हूँ, मेरे को टास्क कंप्लीट करना है।
She will be punished every time she actually overengages, overextends. She will be punished.
से नहीं क्या दिया, करो ना जल्दी करो ना, लाइक मैं तुम्हें अभी ऐड कर देता वरना।
Look at the position of that Khalid. He is doing his work really well.
ये वाला सर्च करके आ रहा हूँ।
The rating Sandstorm works in a really bad way, but meanwhile this turtle might get perfectly retribution or that Xbox. They just might just go for the zoning. But how perfect zoning that actually was, that Khalid just disrupting the position of that Leo mod, and that Xbox just marking that turtle to just melt him down and get the perfect retribution on him.
नहीं मैं यहाँ शो करूँगा कबूरा वाला ना, कबूरा मैं खेलूंगा, यही दिखाऊंगा तुमको। तुमको मेरा गेम प्ले भी देखना है क्या यहीं पे कहीं? अरे हाँ एक ही जगह हो सकती है। मेरे को एक आइडिया आ रहा है। मेरे को एक आइडिया आया, अभी ये ब्रॉल मैच के बाद करूंगा वो चीज़।
Matilda is popping her ultimate onto the Carmilla, but has to disengage. Will get engaged by Valentina, who won't be able to do that much onto her, but she's fine. It's all in a day's work for support.
They actually want to just go for the contest of that gold crab, but they actually want to take the kill over that Carmilla. Like, look how fast she runs. Like, all three people were just targeting that Carmilla hard, but she knows what to do right now. She'll probably just go for the recall, but meanwhile, out of the top side, it's going to be a one-win brawl against those EXP laners. Khalid just making sure the wave hasn't frozen, but still Gato has two things, so he has the upper hand because the basic attacks actually gives them a line shield. Probably just going for a rotation onto the top side. But do you actually think they'll be able to burst down that Gato?
Not actually, because right now I saw that Gato actually bought the Thunderbelt, which will make him a little bit more tankier and would want him to engage. He will be looking in for an engage.
मैं देखता ब्रो, अभी मैं मैच में हूँ,
Just to get
मैच के बाद देखूंगा मैं।
And one stack at a time, every single drop matters, because every single drop makes an ocean.
Oh, but look at that Phantom Steed has been used up. How did that Louis forced to use a flicker along with encircling eagle from that IMU? But again, it's going to be a payback given to them. But that Khalid actually wants to go for the redemption after taking the kill over to that Leo mod, but still not enough damage to do so. That the Valentina actually wants to take the kill over. The Speedy Light wins over to that. The Ghost of Blood connected over two people. So that turtle actually go into the hands of them. That Khalid actually wants to zone them out along with the retribution from the Xbox. Just actually takes the kill. Kato just wants to give a lot of backup to his team, but this turtle, that retribution plays from that Xbox definitely secured the turtle for himself because that Leo mod was almost on his way to just steal that turtle. But that Khalid, look at that. How much damage is he actually dealing with this one?
He's dealing a lot of damage, but we can always remember that Khalid is going to fall off if he doesn't buy enough damage items in the late game. So, talking about damage, X-Borg on point. He's always there to make sure that they don't lose on objectives. Right now, when you saw that Leomord was overextending on top lane, X-Borg was making sure that his mindset is all about getting the objectives and pushing his team to the victory. Top lane gets cut again by the Khalid, and we see not much of a rotation because both Carmilla and Matilda are
कौन वॉइस शॉट यूज कर रहा
big pushes, hoping they can catch people off guard when they're.
Yep, and also that Valentine actually wants to steal that ultimate from the Raging Sandstorm from that Khalid. But if you just see all the both of those marksmen, they're trying to keep up their farm really well, just avoiding all the team fights and focus on their own farm so that in the late game they would shine really brightly. But onto the top, I mean on the mid side, could be a possible gang, but no, actually just want to resist over there. That Liam already with his red buff, they need to gank on that Nathan, just trying to just look at those 3-man rotations from both of these teams, circling Eagle along with the guiding wings used up. Along with that, Sandstorm actually wants to take the kill entropy from that Nathan used up to deal a ton amount of damage along with the Phantom Shield used up. Insanity just dealing a lot of damage to them. Speedy Light was just carries actually just wants to go back, just zoning inside the turret. That Phantom Seed along with the Phantom Storm was actually not able to take the kill, but he still wants to go inside. But that damage and the range wasn't enough because if momentum would have actually hit that Louis or that Nathan, I don't think so. They were probably dead because the guiding wings were the only thing they just survived the whole team fight.
Yep, talking about team fight, that team fight made Lu Yi waste her flicker. That's going to be a very, very bad thing when it comes to the turtle fight. Because if she gets caught again, and if Matilda is not there to guide him.
But actually, Entropy used up from the plate and just burst down the turtle along the encircling eagle to just melt down that with the flicker used up from the Valentine on the perfect time. Actually, just want to just go for the divergent plays, but the Louis hurt is still there on the Valentina. The Gato just swapped the lanes, the carry just focused onto that split pushes so that she could get a lot of farm. Like the divergent plays been used up, but not actually just enough to go for a gang. But that side could possibly go for a good gang, but the Matilda still doesn't have the encircling eagle onto it.
True. I'm gonna be honest with you. 3 turtles down and X-Borg is looking fat as hell. Khalid might be in trouble if that carry is able to free hit him every single time. Talking about free hits, Nathan got a few free hits on the Gatot in the bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, also like look at this item. See, I mean, both of those marksmen are just too fixated with just getting their own farm, like selfish for themselves, so that they could actually just shine the late game. But meanwhile, they could just see a gank happening onto the top lane, circling Eagle used up. That Cardinal is actually looking for a good setup with the Louis with the King and over. I mean, look at that damage shown to them. It's going to be a double kill. But so they actually just want to go and fight back with the Phantom Shield from that Leo mode used along the Raging Sandstorm. But that's not actually enough to get the kill over to them. They just want to just shut down that Leo mode.
Child, it's है क्या child है क्या?
He's actually just going for a fight, but then he escapes by looking at how many
Yeah, match
people
end
are
हो
ready
गया.
to just take him down.
Pretty much so. Nathan has no chance. I don't know why he actually engaged with the entropy and had to back off, but that was a smart decision.
I'm super shy,
right now, nothing much
Nathan.
is happening except the Avatar hitting onto the ground, trying to catch the Matilda. The flying Matilda cannot be caught without a lot of CC. Unless you're a Franco, you can't catch that.
I mean, that was barely missed, but meanwhile, onto the mid side, that Valentina just wants to go with aggressive gameplay, but the Phantoms used amount of 2 people actually wants to take the kill over them. The Raging Sandstorm used up along with the Curse of Blood will actually just win the team fight.
ये कौन है भाई?
Right now is like the brawl happening against the 3v3. That
ये तुम हो क्या शायद है?
Phantom Seed. I mean, all that he could just do is push them up and just get a good Phantom Storm, so they could actually just get the kill for themselves. But again, it's going to be a Cartwood against that Louis, and the Khalid just wants to bait every single utility
Are you Chad?
he has, and all that he baits out is the Revitalize.
All that he baits out is the Revitalize and X-Borg waiting in on the Lord. And
ये Chad है क्या?
It's going to be an early Lord. Do you think it's going to be a contest between both teams to get the early Lord?
Well, actually, we would see a lot of fight along with Encircling Eagle, along the Phantom Seed. He's targeting that Nathan and Louis very hard as much as he can. The Raging Sandstorm along the Flicker has been used up. That Speedy Light is along with the Nathan. Going to be pretty much it. The Curse of Blood along with the Curse of Ultimate just dealing a lot of damage along with
अरे
the
चैट में था भाई बंदा
forward that carry and shutting him down. That Carmela is the only one left. It's going to be a triple kill for that Xbox. He's just might want to just go for a maniac, but all that he needs right now is that Cartoon skill. But he's still far away. They just might want to just focus onto that Lord, but that Carnage just want to disrupt themselves and just zone down. But that, oh my god, that sacrifice, it was way too overextension. It could actually just count it as overextension, but Gartor.
I mean चैट लैड
They're
हो
still back into the game because the Nathan and that.
अच्छा तुम लैड हो अच्छा तुम ये हो उसने मेरे को फॉलो नहीं किया नहीं चैट ने फॉलो नहीं किया मेरे को
giving a good rotation for their own team.
भाई लैड हो
Rotation, yes, because last time, if you saw in the top lane, both of those people who were defending on the top lane got caught off guard. Matilda, Lu Yi, and wait, I think it was the Khalid. I guess it was, but all three of them got most of the defending top lane people, including Gatot and the Carmilla. It was insane because in the end of the day, I didn't really think that much damage could come out of nothing. Talking about that, there is a damage coming in the mid lane.
Actually, they were just trying to wait out every single utilities they have, but the IMU actually just take a lot of time for them, so that Carmela just wants to bait out them the position so that actually just come in handy to themselves, but that vengeance has been used up on them. There's no Piraga onto that Xbox. He just might want to just use the fire missiles onto that.
I'm super shy.
That Gerto just going with his ultimate. So the entropy used to escape from the situation. That Khalid just wants to go way too aggressive with the Raging Sandstorm that he has and takes the kill over to the Vanity match. They were actually in the Louis who secures the kill with the Dispersion. It was a great play, but let's see, will they actually go for a good contest over to that Lord? But it's going to be a Louis might want to just go down against like 4 people. The Curse of Blood connected on to the no win.
यार खलीद की स्किन बहुत सही है बहुत अच्छी स्किन है मेरे को चाहिए कभी खलीद की स्किन क्या दिखती है भाई मैप में वो
It's going to be 4 people just retreating back on time.
एक वॉइस लाइन होती है ना यही बन जाती है भाई लिमिटेड स्किन
Those 4 people on the blue team, red team, Buri Zaimon didn't really actually have a chance to take the Lord, but X-Ward got the free Lord, and blue team.
Worried about fluctuating gold rate? Book your gold by paying 10% advance at Moba Gold and Diamonds.
Like अभी मेरे लिए शॉप में वो बेस्ट स्किन है ना एपिक जो मेरे को चाहिए वो खलीद की है बाइबल में ब्रो तुमने मेरे को फॉलो नहीं किया मेरे को स्पर में तुम्हारी आईडी दिख नहीं रही है वीएन कैपिटल होगा वाली आईडी को फॉलो करना मेरे को दिख नहीं रहा कोई तुमने फॉलो किया वाइट कलर की प्रोफाइल होगी मेरी वाइट कलर की पीएफ पे
If that's not enough, he could just use the S2 and heal himself back if that's like much more of it. But the slot probably just defensive. It's been defended by the character Speedy Lightfields that all she was actually wondering for. And all the farm she has is going to be Gato just going for ultimate, but it's going to be the guiding wings just helping that Louis right on time. That Sparrow's guiding wings were literally on point, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen a Matilda play aggressive and passive at the same time, if that makes any sense. She's able to give vision, but also be that deciding factor in most team fights. I'm not gonna say all, but most team fights. She has more presence than Carmilla herself, even with the ultimate. I'm actually excited to see this.
Well, they might want to just go for a gang, but that Leomord, every single time whenever he sees someone, he's just forced to use that ultimate. Like, he wants to get that kill very badly. The Raging Sandstorm use up to get a good setup. It's going to be 4 people just going inside with encircling. He gets used up to just give them a good CC, but that Carmel actually wants to look for a good Curse of Blood because that's going to be a game changer. Because if it's going to be a 4 or 3 man or like a 5 man Curse of Blood connections, I do think so it's going to be a wipeout for Grand 2.
Yep. Oh, talking about that, when you told me in the drafting phase, if Carmilla actually lands a 5-man, Gatot 5-man Curse of Blood, Gatot launches the avatar of Guardian, and everyone comes in, this is going to be an easy wipeout. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm expecting that, but you can always notice, we noticed how Nathan took the red buff out of the hands of Leomord. This is going to set him back a little bit because when you look at the map, like when you look at the levels and everything, Leomord is still level 14, and if he wants to have a chance with the Luminous Lord, he needs to get that level 15 before Xborg can whittle it down to 19, 10% HP.
Yeah, because after getting to level 15, it actually increases the power and the damage of the retribution as well. And he could just work it well with that momentum that he has. But it's going to be that Khaled's actually going to go for the zoning that all he has. It's going to be the after from that gun just used up. That Xbox secures a lot for himself along with the Vengeance and that Revitalize used up along the Raging Sandstorm. But it's going to be another Raging Sandstorm from the Khaled. The payback to them is going to be legendary for that Xbox. He actually wants to take the kill over to the last Insanity used up absolutely nowhere, but never actually got the kill over to them. Mr. Code actually went down as good sacrifice actually in terms of stealing that Lord, but the Hyper, the Leo mod was still not present in the team fight. He was actually just getting bullied by that Khaled. He was actually meant to just zone that Leo mod.
VN capital होगा वाली में करना मेरे को.
So bad. I'm sorry to see this, but Gatot got taken down by the Khalid. Khalid did a really good job taking care of the backline, and then he charged on to somebody that had low HP. Top lane tier 2 goes down. Carmilla is going to get engaged. No, she's trying to go for an engage, but it's not going to happen. But then when we noticed Valentina took the Nathan, that would have been a good trade. A Gatot for a Nathan. But Lord was down and they can't really do much right now.
Yep, that is right. Raging Sandstorm used up, so he actually does another Raging Sandstorm for the next 30 seconds. That Lord could actually just come. But you know what? That got, I mean, the Louis is still present in the team fight for a good dispersion because that's what we're gonna see right now. That carry with the speed right leaves, she's just trying to bait out every single thing from themselves. That Khaled along to find them see, and the after they was used up every single thing they have on the board. It's going to be because of it used up on two people will actually get a good comeback for themselves. A lot of
Grand Blue जीत गए.
trying to fight back as much as they can, but the basic attacks from that Nate actually gets the kill over to them. It's going to be
defend हो जाएगा ये match.
Xbox, his immortality still on there onto him. Even if he dies, it's going to be a good play for himself. It's going to be flickering sound.
तुम्हें चीज कैसा लगता है दिया? Like कोई अजीब सा फील होता है. बहुत गंदा टेस्ट लगता है उसका.
But still, it's not enough tankiness to just melt and just drain every single damage that he takes. That carry has given up because even after he just and takes the fight, she knows it's going to be a game over for her.
Yep. Well, it's alright, because even if Carrie did jump in and try to kill somebody, it's not going to work out, and that's totally fine. Sometimes we just need to give up when you really don't have much that you can do. It's alright, don't stress yourself, take a deep breath, have some water, and relax. And on that note, stay hydrated, guys. You really need that water in your system.
With invincibility comes solitude.
Talk about the itemization of both of these teams, and like look at that Nathan. You know that carry is actually just along with that Leomord is going to melt down that Nathan level game. So it's going to happen that it's going to be a wreck of nature, and that was a good call for that Nathan because he was actually isolated for the first 4 minutes.
तुम हर दिन पिज्जा क्यों खाती हो?
Feel my wrath.
Happy birthday, MLBB! Has been slain.
हाँ मेरे चैनल का एक फोटो है, वो मेरी मेन आईडी है. मेरे को स्मर्फ में ऐड करो ब्रो. वाइट कलर की फोटो होगी, VN कैपिटल है. मेरे को वो वाली आईडी में ऐड करो चैट जिसमें VN कैपिटल है. दूसरी आईडी है मेरी, मैं वो वाली आईडी में लूँगा. वो चैट है ना इसलिए कर रहा. Damn, bro. अरे Z कैपिटल V कैपिटल N कैपिटल, साथ में गैप मत करो। अपनी आईडी यहाँ टाइप कर दो यार चैट पे, अपनी आईडी टाइप कर दो, मैं ऐड करता हूँ तुमको, फॉलो करता हूँ। कल खेल लूँगा, कल भी ऐसे ही स्ट्रीम होगी, कल खेल लूँगा। अब किलिंग मशीन हुआ है, ठीक है कल खेलते हैं फिर। कुछ ऑर्डर करा था खाने के लिए, कुछ खा भी लो।
Our turret is under attack.
स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर दें, लाइक नहीं किया अभी तक। डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक सब्सक्राइब। अरे हाँ मेरे को वो ऐड करना है कमांड वाला, याद दिलाया, सिर्फ डीसी करके भी आ जाएगा, डिस्कॉर्ड लिंक वाला ना। लेट मी जस्ट ऐड दैट कमांड रियली क्विक।
These blades are my teeth. And I'm all bite and no bark.
मैंने ऐड कर दी कमांड, ठीक है डिस्कॉर्ड वाली। अब चेक करो डिस्कॉर्ड वाली कमांड ऐड किया मैंने। दोनों चलेगी, मैं दोनों कर रही है। एक और ऐड करता हूँ मैं इंस्टाग्राम।
Has been slain. Ally has been slain.
मैंने एक और ऐड कर दी। कोई IG इंस्टाग्राम लिखेगा तो आ जाएगा। IG लिखा है मैंने, इंस्टाग्राम भी लिखूंगा वैसा।
With invincibility.
ये ज़्यादा चिपका हुआ क्यों है? मेरे को चीज़ें ठीक करनी होगी।
Victory.
ठीक है, अभी हो गया। कमांड्स और डाल दी मैंने। चले गया। भाई क्या कपल था। एंजल प्रिया, सरेंडर, स्टे इन बेस। अरे तुम आ रही हो? नहीं वो नहीं है, वो उसने ऐसे लगा रखा शायद। लेट हो गया, मेरे को पता ही कर लो ना आ रही। इन लोग से सरेंडर करा चलते।
Come on, Dexter. It's our showtime.
हाँ वो करते हैं, जल्दी जल्दी सरेंडर मरवाए थे ना इन लोग से। कबूरा ही लेंगे फिर एट द एंड। हाँ चलेगी लो ना। डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर मैंने चेक नहीं किया।
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
क्या बोल रहा हूँ, मिस्टिक का पार्टनर है क्या?
The enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
एक्शन काम है।
Dexter, are you getting fat lately? Such a bad day.
I forgot. Surrender, let them end. चलो ठीक है, इनको 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 कर देते हैं, टाइम बच्चा है।
Our turret is under attack.
Yup. वो एनिमे ही देखा तुमने ना, एक बहुत पॉपुलर रोमांस एनिमे है। क्या नाम था उसका? होरी मिया करके। हाँ होरी मिया करके। तो उसने उसके फीमेल कैरेक्टर का नाम रखा।
Me? A thief? No. I'm only borrowing this.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Fire, Dexter!
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Show me the money.
मेरे को लगा अभी नोटिफिकेशन आ गया।
Show me the money.
या यही नोटिफिकेशन था।
Night, guys.
Diamond is neither can be given up though.
यार लास्ट मैच आज का?
It's going to be the Celcius Esports taking on the.
लोग लास्ट मैच बोल रहे हैं, मैं डिनर
And guys, if you're liking this matches, we'd be really happy and satisfied if you like and subscribe to Bad Nights Esports and stay tuned for more matches. And with that, let's invite our lovely casters. It's going to be me, Silverhawk, and the Baldudu along with the Peachy.
Thank you for the intro, man. It's good to be here, and we have a really exciting match in store for us. It is Celcius Esports, always a really great team to watch and cast for and play Blaze while we do.
ठीक है हो गया।
Definitely, Baldu. They have been
इतनी मेहनत कर रहे हैं आदमी, स्किन नहीं मिली ना
community and Celcius Esports. Talking
यहाँ
about
से।
them, I'm pretty pretty sure that they will be coming in strong as well today. Silver, now my question remains, are you rooting for?
Well, actually, from the last matches and the previous tournaments, we have seen that Celcius Esports is getting a lot of audience attracted towards themselves. So I would definitely just vouch for the Celcius Esports. But if I actually just vote for the Celcius Esports, definitely let me just say that I'm being biased.
Well, that is something we have to, casters can have favorites, but we can't be biased. And, Celsius and Flameblaze, both really good teams. They have put up a decent performance in multiple Mobile Legends tournaments that have been hosted throughout. So, what do you think we'll be expecting? Because both teams are from Assam, so there is a sort of friendly rivalry going on.
So, talking about Silver, you can go on.
Well, actually, that's right because both of these teams from Assam, and I really like the gameplay of how the 0-2 works as assassins and the fighters really well. And yes, Peachy.
Definitely, they have been coming up strong. I have to say it again. And now, both the
Lancelot.
teams they do have potential because we are at the Northeast Cup online qualifiers. It has to be the knockout rounds coming in. And to remind you guys, it is only going to be one team's first state representing
कुछ quality change
their
मतलब?
home state. So with that, this is
Oh,
going
okay.
to be a match between Assam versus Assam. Celsius Esports taking over
Yeah, बनाना चाहिए.
Flame Blaze YT.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And yep, let's just dive straight into the draft. Casters, please take it up.
And yes, the action has begun. The draft is set, and right now we're getting into some action already. There is a lot that's gonna be happening in the next few minutes. Peachy, you have to, we're expecting a lot. What do you think is the first ban going to be?
I'm kind of hoping for a fighter to getting banned because this is an assassin meta we are talking about. We have seen how the fighters are getting prioritized. They have been getting buffs and nerfs, quite frequently. So maybe that Ruby, Phobius, or the Edith ban should be coming out. I was wrong about that already.
And it is kind of interesting to see the chip being banned first because this team which Celsius is running, they prefer using a chip a lot. In fact, that was one of their, that's what pushed them to success in quite a few tournaments. So they are known to play the chip, but instead it's been taken out first. While Flames has responded with a link ban, the Tempest of Blades will not be seen in the Land of Dawn.
Okay, that is quite looking strong. Under the both sides, looks like Flame Blaze YT have done their homework and they're just picking out those assassins that who could possibly snowball the entire game. So rightfully so, they are banned into the ban section. Look at that, the Lela and the Mia bans.
It is the Lela and the Mia ban. I don't know what's the plan, but I don't think it's a respect
Lela Mia ban हो रहा है,
PG.
क्या हो
I
रहा है?
feel it's like a statement being made by Celsius. They're taking out the Lela and the Mia in the Northeast Cup. So is it a kind of is it a challenge for them to instead of banning out a regular draft,
wait.
they want the opponents to use their best heroes, or is this a statement of provocation?
Okay, rather than a respect them, that is definitely true. Just respect ban coming in because this is challenging them. They're just showing them, okay, even without bans, we can still pick up those heroes. We can still dominate. But what team Flame Blaze YT have there in their store? Looking at the picks right now, the Tham who's getting picked up. Maybe something of an Aurora or a Valentina should be coming in.
And yes, the Terizla has been picked up as a counter to the Phobius, but can the blades, the flaming blades of this Terizla, the sights, can they really stop the monolith of Phobius? Because it's just so hard to, lock a Phobius down. He dashes around left and right, activates his passive. Really a menace to deal with in the lane and in team fights.
I do agree with you, Baldo, and he is kind of menace. But once if team Celsius Esports go in some kind of burst heroes or could possibly stun up the Thamus or even the Belleric right now because team Flame Blaze, Whitey, they are solely relying on their comfort heroes. This is new to the game right now because I have seen a lot of heroes picking up those meta heroes again and again, and we are actually quite seeing that from the side of Team Celcius Esports. So this is going to be a good, refreshing match for us, don't you think so, Waldo?
True that. Nox has, decided their second pick. It is the marksman, the Bruno being picked up. This footballer is
Nice.
going to be showing us his juggling skills. But faced off against a Belleric, I think it's not going to be as ideal of a scenario as he would like. But Sporta has picked up the Johnson in, this match. It's kind of interesting to see him driving around the land of Dawn, maybe to see some really high key plays, because Johnson is a hit or miss hero, quite literally. Because if you take your teammate into the wrong opponent, you're gonna end up actually making a major misplay.
Oh, that is true. But I'm looking at the Johnson with the retribution. He had the flame shot. Now he
Yes.
has the retribution. What is happening, Bolu? But look at that. I would really love that Valentina play coming in, but looks like they have swapped it out for the Aurora. But both had their cons and pros, as we all know. But I really
मैंने
not
जल्दी से
sure
order कर
how they will be countering that Johnson because he is pretty scary, with that retribution.
And right now, we are going for the second drafting phase. The second stage of banning is underway, and Suyo has been taken out by Flame Blaze. They did not waste even a second hesitating on that ban. They knew what they wanted and they took that hero out. And now it's up to Celcius to respond. Will we see another respect ban coming up, or yeah, it is another respect ban. It is the Zilong that is taken out. The Eastern warrior with the spear will not be in this land of dawn once again. And it's up to Flame Blaze to give their response.
Now, Waldo, will the next band will be Alucard from the side of Team Celsius Esports?
It is the Martis, and I think it's finally one of the more reasonable bans coming out from their side. And it does maybe make sense. Maybe it could be a respect ban for real this time. And we'll have to see. The second stage of picking is up. The draft is ready. It's up to Killer Boy to decide what he wants to play. I think the roles left are the jungler and your gold laner. So, what do you think they could be picking up?
They could still go in for a Ruby gold laner. Ruby is still up for a grab. Even a Minstar would come into the play because you have the Bruno. Okay, looks like that the Bruno will be countered by that Leslie. Leslie, I could say she is quite annoying with that true damage she has. So once into the late game, it is quite impossible to catch her up. But they do have the Johnson and possibly the Fanny right now. Fanny might be locked. I am really hoping that Waldo.
Okay.
Well, he is using up that Mikasa skin. It's the Moba X AOT collab. I guess, they are picking up the Fanny. The steel cables will be something really interesting to watch as he zips past the land of dawn. But Neko Squeam has completed Celsius draft, picking up that Odette, while Killer Boy has responded with the Dyro. So Flame Blaze is not even giving us a second to discuss the draft as he locks the hero instantly.
No, definitely. This is kind of looking strong, I have to say. And they picked up a very good combo of Johnson and an Odette looking in, but the Tyrot will be the jungler from the side of Flame Blaze, Whitey. And the
लोना है क्या?
Dyro,
लोना
I
है?
would
लोना
introduce you
chat पे?
a new caster. She is one
मेरे को
of
सरेंडर करने के लिए आई है कोई.
I have been with, and she's none other than Sarah. She will be your partner for today. And Sarah, hello, Sarah, how are you?
Hello, PT. Thank you for that beautiful welcome. And sorry, everyone, for the delay. I was actually stuck in traffic for quite some time and just managed to reach back. And Baldu, looking at the current draft, I would have to say that Team Celsius, they are definitely going in for a very, very clean
लोना आ रही हो
sweep.
क्या? सरेंडर करना है.
That is the Johnson and the Odette. And looking
आवाज आ रही
at
है.
both of these teams, they would be going in for that standard rotation. But the side of Celsius, that Fanny would be starting on with his red buff. So the blue
आ रही हो क्या
buff
लोना?
still stands at the risk of being invaded, considering there's a Belleric as well as the Derot and Aurora.
And you did make a really good point there. You have to watch out for the Fanny who can come out with an invade at any time. And surprisingly, they're not really helping Dyro take his farm as fast as possible. They
आ
just
जाओ.
want to try to get a win for Leslie in the gold lane.
Yes,
तुम दिख नहीं रही
definitely,
मेरे
as
को.
you were saying that
मेरे
the gold
स्मर्फ
lane
में नहीं हो गया
especially
फ्रेंड
looks
लिस्ट
like
में.
it's suffering a bit because that Belleric and
अरे
Leslie
ये
are
अकाउंट में
playing
तुम नहीं हो
both
गया.
game with Bruno. And early game Bruno, he's still a bit weak until and unless he gets up his Hasus claws. But
तुम
look
हो
at
ही नहीं
him,
अब मेरे
he is
स्मर्फ में.
already
तुमने
there
अनफॉलो
to
कर दिया
back
क्या?
up. And then the side of Team Celcius, they're actually going to focus towards that goal lane because
हाँ
Bruno
ठीक
has
है.
an insane late game potential as long as he protects himself from that vengeance. But look at Fanny, she is already chunked down pretty low with that, like the Belleric, and but the first blood would be secured by Aurora. That Dirot's early game shred that comes out so very beautifully. And look at him, he's not done. He's
Surrender
already engaging on towards the Phobias.
and
Unaware of
stay
the
in
Otes coming
base.
out there, who is also poking very hard. But the Fanny, she is going in for that chase. She's going in for that wall spam and manages to secure the kill on towards Dirot. She has to come back now. But look at Thamus. He is also very low, and Fanny is the one who secures
Yeah.
the one and more kill. But the control landing on Aurora passive has been pulled out, and Sporta secures the
ये सही है
kill
क्या?
on towards
ये
that
छोटा मैंने
Aurora.
ऊपर लगा दिया.
And already there is a lot of action within just the first 2 minutes of the game. The first turtle is not even up as 4 kills on the scoreboard right away. Fanny doing a really
उतनी
great
छोटी
job.
स्क्रीन में तुम्हें
She
दिख भी
ran
रहा है
out
क्या
of
कुछ?
energy towards the end, but was able to complete the wall spam in time. But the turtle is up. Both the junglers a little wary about stepping into, the turtles without picking up their buffs. Obvious on the bot side, dropping some poke onto this Thamus who does not have his ultimate yet. But on the top side, there is some action as Bruno picks up a kill, but Fovius still going on to 3. He does not want to stop. He's still taking some more damage. Heavy damage being taken up. He uses his flicker. He will not have it for the fight. Will he He chooses to re-engage into the fight instead. The ultimate of Thamus
यार ये
is online,
बहुत
but Boyko
फोबियस
falls
ना लाइक
down.
आज भी
Finally
एक रैंक
claimed
मैच
his
में मिला
YT,
था मेरे को.
taking a kill in response.
बहुत
Celcius
ज़्यादा hard to
responds
kill है.
again. The 2 kills picked up. The Odet's ultimate is down. Neko's Queen picking up a kill as Killer Boy responds with a double kill onto the front line of Celcius. 3 people down, and the scoreboard is 6-5. Who do you think won
And
that
with
fight?
that, yes, Baldu, with that, Celsius is the one who secures the 1K goal lead, but it is the other
मैंने क्या हीरो पिक
who
किया है
goes
वो बताओ ठीक है.
ahead with the turtle secure. That team fight, it was filled with ultimates being used up upon ultimates being used on top of all ultimates. Look at the Johnson on the top lane. He is securing that engage on towards Leslie, but Deroth will be the one chasing them down. But once again, Aurora using a frigid lane here.
Oh my god, that was an absolute wombo combo picked up. Killer Boy taking up his second double kill of the day. Fanny wants to dive and misses the cable, but the cutthroat is there to secure a kill onto the Leslie. But on bot side, Boyko in some trouble. The the Thamus is chasing him down. He is able to sustain through the fight, but falls through the passive explosion of the scythe. The molten crater picks up the kill onto him. And the game is really neck and neck right now.
And looking at the match situation right now, Celsius is actually leading even after the red team securing that turtle. But look at Odette, he is already going in with that, the panic game, securing those cables. But it is Belleric and Aurora with those ultimates who actually
अरे तुमने मारने ही
managed
शुरू
to
कर
bring
दिया.
out that team fight.
And dude, look at Flame Blaze, YT, man. Like, they're doing so well in these team fights. And look, Thamus on the bot side once again. These EXP leaders do not want to stop trying to go for highlight play after highlight play. Ultimates used up left and right.
Yeah,
The
it
Phobius' cooldown is almost non-existent. Johnson on the side trying to make a drive. Let's see, will he be able
Flame
to succeed
Blaze
on
YT
catching
भाई ये
that
लोग
Leslie?
अरे
The vision is
अच्छा
there.
ब्रो
Okay, he
छी
does not
भाई
commit
छी
just yet.
ये
He just
क्या
went
देख
right
रहा
on
हूँ
the
मैं.
land of Dawn. But on the bot side, Boyko being really
इनके
aggressive.
टूर्नामेंट
Now
टीम
someone
का
has to
नाम
stop
है
this guy. Johnson
इनके
has
थैमूस
flashed
को
out.
लेकर.
The ultimates
इनका
are
थैमूस
used.
शायद
There is
यूट्यूबर
just
होगा
so much
फ्लेम ब्लेज
action as
वाईटी
a double
करके.
kill picked up. 3 kills on the side
एंड
of
वही उन्होंने
Flame
टीम का
Blaze
नाम रख दिया.
YT. They're completely dominating on
छी
this
भाई
side.
4 लोग कैसे एग्री कर जाते हैं.
As the turtle will once again be picked up.
अजीब
0
लगेगा भाई
damage
अगर
to
मैं कभी
all.
जीवन पास टाइम करके टूर्नामेंट में टीम भेज दूं.
वो
भी वाईटी लगा गया.
Team Celsius, right? Team Celsius, they're gonna
फ्लेम
lose out on the team fight.
फ्लेम
But in terms of
ब्लेज
objectives,
वाईटी
they are
थैमूस का
going to
नाम है.
secure those. That Fanny trying to use the cut through
And इनके
the
टीम का
the
नाम है.
flicker has been baited out by her. but Fanny will be running out of the energy and trying to run away from the situation. But look at Belleric and Dira. They are there for that back lane.
भाई ऐसा लग रहा है 4-4 मजदूर है भाई उसका.
The one of the best teams of India, Celcius, is actually
टीम का नाम ही कुत्ता है.
against a newbie team.
Imagine विराट कोहली इंडियन टीम का नाम रख दे भाई विराट कोहली.
Finding out those new talents, but look at Johnson. He is being chunked down low, and he will be going down.
And right now, on the bot side, while they picked up a kill, Thamos is in a bit of a tough spot. The damage of Odette is there.
या फिर RayugaEsports अपना नाम चेंज करके कायरी रख दे. बोलता है मैं हूँ कायरी वाईटी. मोबा ज़ेन बोले हम BTK नहीं है ब्रो. ये है मोबा ज़ेन. मोबा ज़ेन वाईटी.
Leslie, she could not sustain even for a second.
Hello Diano, welcome back.
Fanny put down. Mikasa just
तुम कल चैट पे नहीं कर पा
too
रहे
much to handle for Flame Blaze on the gold lane. Boyko trying to pick up the top side turret, but 3 people of
Hi,
Flame
welcome
Blaze
back.
are there. The Dairoth is there once more. The Frigid Glacier used and another kill picked up. Legendary for this
क्या
guy.
पता भाई ट्रोल कर रहा है. मैजिक
Dairoth.
जॉनसन है. क्रैश
He
लैंड कर
is
रहा हो.
on an absolute killing spree right now.
That is the I do not know what to say in the situation, because Dairoth is such a hero that if you give him that early game advantage along with the passive threat which he has,
मेरे को कल एडवांस सर्वर एक्सेस मिले. कैसे मिलता है भाई? लाइक मेरे को भी चाहिए. कैसे मिलता है एडवांस सर्वर एक्सेस?
and the Odette, and she will be going down under her turret. Dairoth being a little too
अभी कमेंट कर पा रही हो क्या?
very very low. That ultimate has been used and legendary once again for that Dairoth. Sustaining everything.
तो मैं शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम में नहीं मिल रहा था कमेंट करने में.
Bruno and will be successful in doing so, but the flicker knockup coming in by Boyko on towards the Dairoth. He is already very low, but the Dairoth, the farm coming in from the side of the Dairoth.
The goal lead is just too much for them to handle. It's just too much, Sarah. I don't know how will they handle, the goal lead that they've given onto a Dairo. Maybe if they can drag the game out to late game, there's a chance. But it's really hard for Johnson to dive against an Aurora and a Belleric. Look at Fanny. She was there just for a second and loses half her HP with just one enhanced S2 from this Dairo. Just really, really difficult situation for Celcius Esports to be in right now. They have lost turrets. They've lost all their outer turrets except for the mid lane one, on the tier 3s. And they've not got any turtles to, for their name. And once, Flame Blaze begins invading, it's going to be even harder for them to catch up.
Exactly as you mentioned, Baldu, but look at Leslie. She will be the one securing a kill on towards Fanny. An answer to all those cutthroats in the early game. And look at the top lane, that Phobius and Bruno trying to kill that Hamus who has used up his vengeance. And finally, he'll be going down. Johnson in the bot lane, in a bit of a danger.
और चाहिए? 2 और मैचेस चाहिए. Just 2 matches.
What is he doing?
Missing.
Dude, high frames are he doesn't need immunes like Lancelot. This guy is just dodging every single ultimate, using the flame shot and giving us all a scare. A really great job.
स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर दे. सब तक लाइक नहीं किया. ट्राई कर दे 50 लाइक्स हो जाए. हेलो अजय, वेलकम बैक.
That kill was a really expensive one for Flame Blaze.
अरे इस फोन में बैटरी भी कम है मेरा.
Using that distraction, using the Johnson as a bait, Celcius actually managed to shut down the Dairoth in the top lane, and that's a huge chunk of gold secured by them, putting the goal difference back to just 1k, which means that Team Celcius will be trying to look for a comeback. Leslie is in danger, but Johnson, he managed to dodge the enemy skills, he also dodged the enemy itself. But look at that cutthroat coming in once again, dodging that Frigid Glacier, but locking on towards Leslie once more. Johnson on that damage build, I believe with the
क्या लगता है कौन सी टीम जीतेगी?
Look at the items, will be very, very lethal.
And look at that, Celcius, despite getting, struggling against that Dairo in the early game, are managing to secure a comeback for themselves. The gold lead is almost nil at this point. They're already starting on that Lord, which is...
वहाँ पे एक्सेस मिल जाएगा मेरा एडवांस सर्वर का.
Damage. Nox is just shredding this Lord out. Next 0-2 is also there. Thamus giving vision. Who is going to win this Lord dance? It's just Thamus, and it's instead Nox who picks up this Lord. They still want to commit onto the fight. The Johnson crashes. The Phobius is jumping left and right. The ultimates use. Frigid Glacier hitting nothing but air. Bruno is in the thick of it all. He's playing like an XP laner. Look at this man. He's taking kills left after left. But Neko's Queen picking up a triple kill for herself as it's a wipeout. Celcius Esports. The comeback
Crazy
is
guy.
there, and it is done as they pick up the wipeout of this game.
And oh my god, Celcius finally back in the lead, showing what they are made of, showing why they are one of the top teams of India. Once more, making that
Shinji
comeback
की ये
in this
skin is
game.
really
That
cute.
they're not being overly aggressive, considering
तुम
he
लकी
does
बॉक्स वाली
not
बोल रही हो
have
क्या?
that
तुम वो छोटा
army
देख रही हो?
anymore. 0-2 knocks. They are already back in the lead. But look at Johnson.
लैड
He
लैड
would
तुम वो
not
छोटा स्क्रीन
pass
देख रहे हो
on
क्या?
to that Derot and save up his ultimate.
अच्छा तुम तो खेल
Just
रहे हो
pick up
साथ में.
Odette and crash on towards their marksman, who would be one of the main damage dealers. But look at Nox, he's on that unstoppable. He is on the revenge arc, but the cutthroat on towards the Leslie manages to secure
my
2 kills
God.
on them.
Dude, that cutthroat was not even under the turret, it was inside their base. It was between those two turrets. He dove in, got the kill, and cabled out. That was a really impressive display of mechanics on the Fanny. Really great job by 0-2. But right
या
now,
मैंने भी सुना
Flame
है,
Blaze
मैंने
in
तो
a
नहीं
really
लिया
tough
कभी.
situation. They've lost 2 of their inhibitors, and it's gonna be a really tight situation for them.
Oh, and Beleric using up that ultimate in the midst of nowhere. That's a precious, precious resource wasted as Team Celcius would be looking for that win. Another frigid glacier being used up in the middle of nowhere, and the Odette Johnson inside the base. Fanny with that kills, a double kill secured by the Odette. Nox bursting down Leslie like she is nothing but paper. Cutthroat using towards the Aurora. But the double kill being secured by
Moba.
Nox. He would be going down to the turret, but the match would be going down in the hands of Celcius Esports.
Oh man, that was just it was an entertaining game left and right, but it was just so hard to watch for Flame Blaze because they had the entire advantage from the beginning and then they threw it at the end. From the mid game near that Lord, it was not necessary. They could have defended that fight, but yeah.
Yes, and that was very well done from the side of Celcius Esports. They were like well done. That was a comeback which like no one expected, at least in the early phase. The supporters of the red team, they were very much
Crazy,
in favor
crazy.
of them. That Diroth and the Thamus doing so much,
ये
sustaining
लोग
and
हार गए.
doing way too much damage. But finally, it is the side of Team Celcius Esports who finally managed to come out victorious. And also, I would like to add in a good news for all the players from the east of India. 10th, 11th, and 12th would be enough in celebration of Durga Puja.
वो मेरा
Since the
गेमिंग स्क्रीन है,
worship of
देखोगी?
Maa
मैजिक
Durga,
देखोगी?
we
मैजिक.
will be taking an off.
And Dashara too, you can't forget the rest of us. But yes, man, speaking of that game, like just the Thammers was so good in the early game. The Tyrod Killer Boy was just phenomenal with that execution. It looked like he could not die despite Odette's damage. But nobody was making enough magic defense. And towards the end of it, it just ended up, an absolute throw. There was nobody actually diving the Bruno, and he was just free hitting his way through.
मैं surrender
and
मरवा
that
रहा हूँ.
changed the game for them completely.
सरेंडर टास्क कंप्लीट कर
Yes,
रहा हूँ ना, टाइम
and
नहीं है मेरे
as
पास.
we were mentioning,
तो मैं
Baldu,
नहीं
as
बेस से
this
बाहर नहीं
is
आ रहा हूँ. मैं
it
सरेंडर मार
for
रहा हूँ
this
बेस में रह
game.
के.
That is day 3 in the Northeast Cup. Everyone, let's
Valor and royalty in
An
a dead
absolutely
स्ट्रीम तो
wonderful
लाइक कर
game
दें,
to
सर लाइक नहीं
watch.
किया अभी
Thank
तक.
you for having us, and
Crazy.
goodbye, viewers. Please tune in for some more action after the holidays.
वो छोटी स्क्रीन मैंने ऐसे डाल दिया तुम लोग के लिए. कभी वो बड़ा करूँगा ना तो छोटे में तुम्हें लग रहेगा लाइक मेरा गेम में क्या चल रहा है. दिख नहीं रहा मेरे को कोई चीज़ ना चेक करनी है.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
This piece looks sturdy.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Life and death, both for the glory. For the oath! We will never surrender.
ये बोल रहा है वी विल नेवर सरेंडर एंड मैं सरेंडर करवा रहा हूँ इन लोगों से।
Our turret has been destroyed.
Okay, let's play.
The oath of a knight transcends life and death.
Battle spell and cooldown.
To protect our homeland.
मेरे को फॉलो कर दे मेरे स्मार्ट को।
Inhibitor turret is under attack.
Till that day. Will not fall.
ओके अच्छा वो एंड हो गया, लास्ट मैच था इन लोग का। ओके स्ट्रीम एंड हो गई ना, आज जल्दी खत्म हो गई स्ट्रीम। तो ये भी लास्ट मैच होगा, दोबारा ड्रॉ मार के आएंगे, देखते हैं ड्रॉ में क्या मिलता है दोबारा में। ये यूज अब तो दोबारा ड्रॉ मार के ही आऊँगा मैं, देखते हैं क्या निकलता। स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर देना। लास्ट में मेरे को वेट करना है उस ड्रॉ में क्या निकलता, और कुछ नहीं। पूरा एडिट ने अच्छा बना रखा।
This is what invaders do.
मेरे को स्काई ऐसा चाहिए ना, पता नहीं क्या मिलेगा मेरे को। इरीथल नहीं चाहिए भाई, इरीथल बेकार है, इरीथल टट्टी है, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए बस, वरना वो भी लाला की तरह पड़ी रहेगी। उससे अच्छा मैं ब्रूनो खेल लूँगा, अगर वैसे क्रेट हीरो खेलना है मेरे को, बहुत ज़्यादा नामे दे देता हूँ। क्रेट हीरो है रीथल वैसे, बट उससे ज़्यादा डैमेज ब्रूनो का है। आई मीन ब्रूनो का डैमेज उससे ज़्यादा है, उससे ज़्यादा डैमेज क्लिंट का है। उसके पास सिर्फ मोबिलिटी है, वो भी मतलब लाइक दौड़ती है और कुछ नहीं है। इवन लाला उससे ज़्यादा डैमेज देती है। शी इज बट जस्ट अनोइंग, जिन लोग के पास मोबिलिटी नहीं होती उन लोग के अगेंस्ट। उसकी मूवमेंट स्पीड वगैरह है ना, वही चीज़ है भाई। आई मीन असैसिन को दौड़ा देती है। आई मीन तुम वैसे ले रहे हो कोई सीसी वन शॉट वाले, भाई तुम कितना दौड़ोगे टीम फाइट वगैरह में भी। ठीक है बट लाइक वो क्रेट हीरो है बेसिकली, उससे बेटर क्रेट हीरोज हैं गेम में। शी इज नॉट दी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट। टॉप 10 MM में तो नहीं रखूंगा मैं उसको।
A venerable rival nonetheless. Now tremble! Did I keep the oath? Or did I break it?
लास्ट मैच है ना, तो लाइक मैं सोच रहा हूँ खेल ही लूँगा ऐसा, एंड फिर ड्रॉ मारते हैं दुआटी वाला।
Barbiel, my closest comrade.
देखते हैं क्या होता, मेरे थॉट्स चेंज हो जाए वो स्किन मिलने के बाद। जैसे ऐसे मेरे को लैला को लेके हो गया था, लाइक मैं खुद जब लैला खेलता हूँ ना तो मेरे को लगता है कि मैं लेट गेम में मैं ही भगवान हूँ। क्या पता रीथल के साथ भी वही हो। मैं पहले लैला को बहुत अंडर एस्टिमेट करता था, जब मैंने खुद लैला खेलना स्टार्ट किया तब मेरे को समझ में आया कि लेट गेम में 2 शॉट में मार सकता हूँ मैं किसी को भी, 2 शॉट कर सकता हूँ मैं। फ्लिक बैक कोई भी आए डॉज कर दो, फ्लिक बैक करके एंड 2 शॉट खत्म। इक्शी स्ट्रॉन्ग है, इक्शी अच्छी है, डियानो इक्शी अच्छी है। इक्शिया बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है उसके अल्टीमेट की वजह से। वन ऑफ द बेस्ट, लाइक दी बेस्ट मार्क्समैन अल्टीमेट है वो। ओके डन फॉर टुडे। See ya. Thank you. गेस करो भाई, मेरे को स्किन निकल जाए। मूनटोन मेहरबान हो जाए, मेरे को एक बेसिक स्किन तक दे दें। ड्रॉ में तो कभी देगा नहीं मेरे को, ये सारी स्किन है। चलो ले लो, लेट्स गेस क्या मिलता है मेरे को लगता है एक नया इमोड मिलेगा, या मेरे को लाइक मूनटन अगर ज़्यादा ही लगाव करता है मेरे को बीपी या EXP कार्ड देगा, और क्या ही दे सकता। स्किन तो नहीं देगा मेरे को, स्किन तो मिलने ही नहीं वाली। इमोड मिल गया, ठीक है। इतनी मेहनत एक इमोड के लिए। सो मच फॉर यू, या सो मच फॉर यू मूनटन, दिस इज सो मच फॉर यू। मेरे को लास्ट टाइम EXP कार्ड मिला था, तो बेटर ही है। तो आज का डन करते हैं।
Up for a stroll? I'd love to show you.
ठीक है, ख़त्म आज का ये स्ट्रीम भी ख़त्म। मैं भी कुछ खाता हूँ। बाय, सी या, टेक केयर, हैव अ नाइस टाइम।